Hello, Dam. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Mr. Dam. Today is 1:30. 26? Yeah. Yes, how's your day going? Hello, G-Gertie. Or is it? I'm just gonna say G-Gertie. Hello, Gertie. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, Bendy boy. Okay, so I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw like I always do. Hopefully your guys' day is going well. My day is going good. My day is going great, of course. Hello, Venus. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Just finished my drawing of Maharaga when the notification came up. Oh, nice. I hope it turned out well. All right, for the warm-up drawing, we'll do this. Hello, Side. You just opened YouTube? Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the stream. It did, in fact, come out well? Oh, that's good. That's good. What's up, long time no see? True, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Elor. Welcome to the stream. Your friend's goon to you? That's interesting. That's day one was Loomis method. Oh, what? Day one was Loomis heads and facial features. Day two will be torsos in 3 different angles and 3 different qualities. Oh, well, good luck. Good luck on that. Yes, hello, Gertie. Hello, Tonia. Oh, no. Hello, Tone. Hello. Wait, huh? Hello, Tonin. Yes. Hello, Tonin. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? What's your favorite part about drawing? It's relaxing. It's just fun. I don't know. I don't actually know exactly what I like about drawing. I just do. It's fun. It's fun to see where you end up, I suppose. It feels like a very alive process, and so maybe it's just really entertaining to me. Hello, Ironaya. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Oh, by the way, I could see the significant art improvement you had over these 500 years. Well, that's a lot of years that you just stated that I've been alive for. 500 years of improvement is a lot. I'm glad I could witness some of it. I don't think that's... Eh, you know how it is. I'm glad that you're glad that you could witness some of it. My definite 100% 500 years of improvement. Oh, you were born yesterday? That's neat. Hello, Nolan. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Interesting choice of pose for the first drawing. Rules. Hello, BJ Animations. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Yeah. Hello, Ashina. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? My cat is watching me draw. Noise. Hope your cat enjoys your drawing. Great. How was your day? My day's good. My day's been good. Guys, anyone here watch Golden Kamuy? I have not. Cat. Good to know. Yeah. You only draw humans? I only draw environments and fish, but I watch every stream to learn something. Oh, you watch every stream to learn something. Oh, that's neat. I'm glad you're able to learn something, if you do learn anything from my scribbles. I like drawing bugs? That's cool. Bugs are cool. Bugs are definitely cool. You like painting food? Oh. Don't do that. No, seriously, don't do that. Anytime anyone makes good food on a drawing, it makes me want to eat it. It makes me hungry. So don't do that. I watch your streams because I'm compelled to click it, and also I like the music and the topics of the conversation. Most times I watch these, I'm either playing games or drawing. Mostly we're playing Rocket League. Oh, I played Rocket League a couple times before. Nice. Rocket League is kind of fun, yeah. Unk, why you always live every day? I could never draw that often. I don't know, because I like drawing. Hello, Dennis. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Yesterday was the first time I watched your stream. I enjoyed it, so here you are again. True, fair. I'm glad you like them. You know, Dennis, if you come here every time because you want to see Seth, why don't you just like get his number or you like DM him or something like that? Or something like that. You could even email. Like the old way. You can do the old-fashioned email conversations. Hello, God, welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Your voice is super nice and calming. It's nice to be here. Oh, well, thank you. Well, you got good at shading the body? Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, I did some pretty good drawings. Over here. I did some kind of good. You studied Murata? No, I was studying real bodies. I was studying like IRL references. Yeah, I was using real references. You know, any place to buy a sketchbook like mine? I got them from Amazon, so probably not. Other than Amazon, I've only got my sketchbooks from Walmart. I've never gone to like an actual store to get them. I have his email. We're talking for long hours, but it's good to see stuff in your live stream. Oh, Seth, your live stream. But interesting. Well, fair enough. What is that dripping? It's a paintbrush. The same paintbrush from yesterday. Again, though, the paint is not actually supposed to be colored. I mean, I colored it yesterday because it's interesting, but I just decided to give it... I mean, I guess you can't really tell it's a paintbrush, and so maybe coloring it would make it look more like a paintbrush, but... I mean, what else would be dripping? To be fair, that's a really weird question. Like, as in, me asking what else would be dripping is a weird question, because it could be anything, literally. So, honestly, that's pretty fair. I'm not gonna lie. You accept DMs, right? I mean, yeah, I suppose. Manchet's becoming Denny's son. Who's that? Hello, functional left kidney. I don't know why I can't sketch, like doing light strokes and correcting them. If I don't use force, I can't have good accuracy. It's like that for, yeah, it's like that for a while. It takes some practice to be able to do it. The sketch isn't supposed to be very accurate. That's also true. Well, I mean, I suppose not. Just let me eat them colors. No skills. Hello, wrapped up. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Yeah, a sketch doesn't have to be very accurate, although some people do want their sketches to be accurate. They're like relatively accurate, you know. I suppose. I can never draw. I can never draw a very accurate sketch. I don't have the patience. Oh, that's fair. Patience is pretty important for precision. Thank you for the $5, Voltron. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, Voltron. How's your day going? Hopefully your day's going well. I feel like Voltron spent over 150 just with Dennis. I think so, yeah. Actually, no, I'm certain. It's probably crossed 1,000 by now. Okay, that's a little bit excessive. Hello, LKA. LKA, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's your day going? Hi, I'm 8. Well, that's not good. I'd recommend you not be here, to be honest. Your art is good, thank you, Nana Banana. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, Turnwell. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, Cassie. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sing Sang. Is that me? Am I Sing Sang? Fair enough. Hello, Cassie. Is this a tutorial on how to draw? No, I'm just drawing. Okay, is probably baiting. Yeah, probably. One thing I hate about art is how some people can do what most people can do in 5 hours. Skill, dedication, and luck. Well, rather, skill, dedication, and talent. Some people are naturally just a little bit better, but with skill, with skill, if no one puts in the effort to like at least try to get a skill, then it won't matter. Like it's not gonna. Yes, I mean, it's really about skill and dedication. And some people are just naturally acclimated to some things where other people aren't. Like some people, like sometimes people have aphantasia where they cannot imagine images in their head. That'll probably make it like some people have varying degrees of aphantasia. Some people can imagine things in their head way better than other people. There's a lot of factors that go into like what makes someone more efficient at art than another person. But in the end, it doesn't actually really matter what anyone else can do, because as long as you're enjoying your process, like art is personal. It's really about you. It doesn't matter what any other artist is doing. But of course, I mean, I guess people are really quick to compare themselves, just to compare things in general. So I guess it's not really that surprising, but still. I was inspired by you to draw with pen and it helped me so much. Thanks. Oh, no problem. What does CCC stand for? Oh, it stands for CCTV. I mean, I was never able to imagine images. I just imagined their properties. Oh, well, yeah. Does being able to picture an image in your head really help you draw it? Yeah, of course. It certainly helps with not needing reference, right? It's like if you've seen an image enough times and you can just, if you've seen like a pose enough times, so you can just picture in your head, then yeah, it'd be like way easier to draw it if you can imagine what you're gonna draw before you draw it. It's not like the most important thing. You don't need it, but it certainly helps. How do you make your art perfect? I don't make my art perfect. I'd say it's not really good to compare your art to others, especially as a beginner. Yeah, in general, it's just not that good. Comparison is the thief of joy, indeed. I've done a pose like this before. Let's hope I can do it better. I just got here, so you may have answered already, but what pen is this? Hello, Captain Spacey. This is a zebra pen. Guys, since Sketchbook is upside down, yeah, I flip like, basically, whenever I turn the page, I flip the page like that, so like anytime oh, you guys won't be able to see properly. Basically, all my pages are aligned in the same way. I can flip the sketchbook and it will still be oriented in the same way. If I did not do that, then every time I flip my sketchbook, it would be upside down. And I'd want them to be the right side up every time I flip it. Thank you, no problem. Null from Minecraft? Maybe. Ah yes, Null, the not Herobrine. Why do I hear Sid the Lost? Please make an art style tutorial? I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to draw, guys? I do. Hello, LK. Yeah. Hello, Hyperspectre. The Darwin's bark spider has the toughest spider silk there is. Oh, that's cool. Been drawing 83 days by now in a row. To be honest, this time is way more fun than before. Used to drop way quicker. Oh, fair enough. Would you take one request of mine for the next squash? No, I will consider it. I wouldn't hold your breath on me actually doing it, but I'll consider it. Please make a how to make your own tomboy tutorial. Please, I need this. Oh. You into games? Not. I mean, I like games, but I like art more, like way more. There's a lot of things I like, but I just like. Yeah, I mean, I do like games. in general, I don't dislike games. Anything can. How old are you? I'm 20 years old. Can you draw a lemon? I'm able to. Ruby from Oshinoko. I'd love to see how you do the eyes. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, his full process is on stream every day. I feel like that's a tutorial already. Kind of. Like me personally, I would find that very useful, to be honest. Like that's what I did a lot. I just like to watch people draw in real time if I want to learn from them. I just choked on my tea. Unfortunate. What do you usually play? Please teach me how to shade. I have a tutorial on that. If you go to my channel, go to the playlist. Go into the playlist called Beginner's Guide 2, and then you can like see. Yeah, if you go to Beginner's Guide 2 playlist, there's like Beginner's Guide on Shading, or basically how to shade, or something like that. There's a video called like that. Do you pick poses from imagination? Do you have references? I always struggle with doing that. I have references. Although, no, my poses are not usually from reference. Unless I'm trying to learn a specific pose of a reference, I don't like, no. I do have references, but I don't use the references for the poses. Why would someone dislike games? I don't know. Yeah, I normally, what do I usually play? I mean, I was playing Silksong, I was playing Nier Automata. Just casually, I've been playing Terraria. Yeah, casually, yeah. Recently, I've been playing Terraria. Have you ever tried hyper-realistic? Nope. You should consider it. I've considered it. I've certainly considered it. I can... Hello, Riser Rally. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello. Hello, NNMN. Hello, welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Thanks for telling me that beginner's guide, bro. I'm gonna follow it from right now. Okay, well, you can certainly try. Play Minecraft build battles and pixel art as an artist. I think you'll win every round. I'm not really interested though, unfortunately. It's like every art I do. How does yours turn out so good? I don't know. I've been drawing for a while. I don't know. Just wondering if you could maybe play the song Lil Boo Thang? No. Thank you, Voltron. I appreciate it. Request to draw hyper-realistic invisible woman. Alrighty. Thank you for the $2. Voltron, I appreciate it. Voltron? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I've completed your request. Actually, I'm so diligent that I completed your request before the request. Hyper realistic. Face immediately drops to fair. Indeed. Dennis, you have an invisible OC, right? I do not know. You said you had one, but it was annoying to draw, so you never drew her? Like parts of her body became invisible or something like that? A person whose parts... Oh! You talking about a see-through. Yeah, no. You're talking about... There's a character... There's a character whose body is see-through. So, like, the skin is see-through, but the bones and stuff are not. It's not... technically, there's no organs. It's only, like, bones, but... Yeah. But she's not invisible. She's more like a slime than anything else. Although she doesn't function like slime, but she... If I were to, like, give a resemblance to... Like, her skin is just transparent. But everything else is not. So she's not necessary. It's more like gel. It's not, like, actually, like, you can see... You can see the skin. It's just, yeah, it's just see-through. More, it's like the same way that you can see, like, you can see glass. You can tell that glass exists in the space that it's in. It's just, like, glass isn't invisible unless it's, like, really, really, really clean glass. Something like that. Draw her today? No. Slime? Does she melt? No, no, she's not actually a slime. I was just comparing the, like, I was comparing the visual, like, look of her body to, like, slime, but she's not actually slime. No ulterior motives whatsoever for this question. No, she's not actually slime. She has, like, she has skin. It's actual skin. Yeah, she has skin. No ulterior motives for this question. Of course, of course. Des, do you remember the Super Robot Monkey type team Hyper First? I don't even know what that is. Nope, don't know what this. How do you do them face in a single angle? I always struggle. I break the face down into, like, I mean, if you look at when I'm drawing the face, I represent it as a cube. At first I represent it as a cube, and then I draw in the face after this. So the cube structure of the face is cubes are very easy to orient in space. So that may have been a reference. I think so, probably. Yeah. Dennis, would you like your viewers to watch you and do nothing, or do you prefer them to watch you and draw their own stuff? I don't think I prefer my viewers to do whatever my viewers want to do, so long as it's not interrupting the stream or anything like that. So long as they're not causing trouble and havoc. Yeah, I don't actually have a preference. They can do whatever. All right, Null. I'll give kind of my best shot at something like an Oshinoko star, like an Oshinoko star eye. It's not going to be the pinnacle of eyes, though. Have you ever used your girlfriend as a model to draw? No. In the first place, that'd be quite difficult considering I don't have a girlfriend. Although, yeah, no. I'm gonna cut that sentence now. Did you see the drugs I set on ArtThread? I didn't know. Hello, Jumping Beat. Welcome to the stream. The tutorial was so helpful. Oh, I'm glad it was helpful. Yeah, that'll be easy, actually, if I just do something like that. What race am I? I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't drive cars, so I don't think I can be considered one. It's not actually going to be a star eye, it doesn't seem. It's going to be something similar, though. Just pop in to say hi, going in a few. Oh, okay. Alright. Have you ever drawn a character from your favorite anime? Let me guess, ReZero. I have. Yeah, my favorite anime is ReZero. Have I ever drawn a character from ReZero? Yeah, I've drawn Subaru. That's about it. I've drawn Subaru from ReZero. Dennis, do you like races? Not. Kind of boring. I find racing boring. To be fair, I just find a lot of sports boring. I find many sports, basically all sports, boring. But, I mean, you know, I tend to find a lot of things boring in general. If something isn't interesting, well, obviously a person finds things that aren't interesting to them boring. So that's kind of a redundant sentence is what I was gonna say something that was just redundant. No, that's... To be honest, I find sports fun, yet I'm very bad at it. But I used to train to do a slight injury. I used to train to do a slight. I used to train to do a slight injury. You used to train. Okay. Trying to recover will hopefully get better soon. If you're saying that you're injured from doing something. Can I copy what you draw? Sure. Hello, Tina. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Do you get high on marker fumes sometimes too? I don't have markers. What do you think on drawing VFX? Like fire or like lightning or like aura or something like that? You know, like aura, whatever you want to. Yeah. What did you say? Do I like? Hold on. Let me see. Well, what do you think on it? It's cool. People who can do it well they're cool. You like spicy food? I suppose so. Yeah. Are you drawing from imagination? Or do you have like a computer there? Well, I have a computer on my right to read. Like I read my messages. I read the chat on my computer. Over there, I do have references. Like for this eye, I had a reference. Although the reference for the eye isn't necessarily what I haven't copied the eye perfectly. Like I can show you the reference in a second. Can you draw a front-facing body, please? I want to see your process. You can see me draw a front. If you go to my right now I'm practically like I don't know. I'm not really too interested in drawing just a normal front-facing body. You like I have some like if you go to my channel. If you look through my videos, like go through, you can go to beginner's guide on drawing, like beginner cheat sheet on drawing the body. I do, like I end up drawing a body in that video. Yeah, so if you go to the cheat sheet on drawing the body and like the connection points between the body, I draw a body there. You can also maybe check, like, you can also see how, like, my recent video on figure drawing, the figure drawing body, the figure drawing video, I also draw some kind of front-facing bodies, I believe. Like you can see, like, I drew this body, which is front-facing. I drew it live. So so you would be able to see me draw this body, and you can see how I actually did it. Do you do exercises for the hands when you do long drawing sessions? No, I don't think so. Sin, can you convince me to use a pen instead of a pencil? Pens don't smudge. Pens don't smudge. They help you learn from. They help you like learn to not make mistakes. They don't smudge. They give you like more line confidence. They don't smudge. Listen, the real reason, the true reason I'm using a pen is like I can just draw with a pencil and not erase. That'll have the same effect. But pencils smudge, and that's annoying. Like the music, is that lobby music from a hotel kind? Yeah, that's what I was going for. I made the music myself, but the inspiration was like a hotel lobby music. Yes, yes, indeed. Connections, especially PvE poo poo at work. So who knows if I'll be here for long? Fair enough. Hair, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Grumpy. How's your day going? Hopefully your day's going. I just have a pencil, that's why I don't use pen. Fair enough. Yeah, here's the reference. Oh, you're actually doing it? Oh, doing Ruby's eye. Looks good. I don't know if it's. I think this is actually. I think this is Aqua's eye. Surprisingly, is this Ruby's? I don't know. Is this? No, I think this might be Ruby's actually. You might be right. It doesn't. Does Ruby have? Oh, it is Ruby's. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, no, it is Ruby's. You're. Could you solve smudge issue by drawing lightly, then inking over it? Does that take too long? Yeah, I don't want to do that because I just want to sketch, right? The entire thing that I do on the book is sketching. So for the purpose of sketching, and especially because I value speed a lot, yeah, no, I think this is actually Ruby's eye. Unless, yeah, no, for sure, because Ruby's eye is red. Duh, I'm stupid. It's not blue, because obviously Aqua's eye is blue. Anyways, besides the point. Nice, I thank you. Yeah, so like maybe? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know how pen. I know that if you use hairspray apparently on the graphite, apparently it doesn't smudge. I haven't tested it, but people have said so. And so I'd assume it does work. But I don't have hairspray. Finally, Dennis showing reference. Well, it's a reference I can show for sure. Wait, it's hard to ask, but can I see the men again? No, I don't have a pet. I do not have a pet. Are they not on this page? Okay. Behold, here be men. Here is the men's. Thank you, Zanoob. Thank you, I appreciate it. You're my reference now? Received monetary gratitude. I got my paycheck today, so it's fresh. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Zanoob. Thank you for the 10 euros. Thank you very much. I need to study some manga inking. It's so pretty sometimes. That's true, yeah. Very. In the reference you showed, it kind of looks like Aqua, but the eye is red. Yeah, like I thought the hair looked short, so I was like, oh, it's Aqua. But the eye is red, so I don't think I've ever seen Aqua with a red eye. I know I've seen Ruby with like the red star, but I know Aqua's eye is like blue, so it almost feels like it has to be Ruby. And plus, like in this instance, has Ruby? I mean, has Aqua ever had a bull? Yeah, no, he has. But yeah, it seems like Ruby. It might just be like a super. Yeah, I don't know. I got thrown off because of the short hair, the short looking hair. Do you draw more men or women? Well, I draw more women. I prefer drawing women. Yeah, thank you, Zanoob. I appreciate it. Behold a man. Plato. Yes. A featherless biped. Dennis will spend it all on Prada and Gucci clothing. Huh? Prada? Oh, is that Prada? What's Prada? I've never heard of that before. Is that Prada or Prada? Welcome back, Jumping Bean. Dude gay, everyone. Dude, gay. Okay. Oh, right. I'm on this page. Coolio. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hello, Nia. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Des, I love your OC. It's really cool. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Notice how his mood changed to the better? Huh? I don't think... Well, actually, yeah, I suppose so. My mood has been elevated since yesterday. I think so. Which is odd because I've been more tired. I think I'm delirious. I think since yesterday I've just been delirious. Your brain coping mechanism is in effect? Yeah, baby. Such mimsy. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Considering my nose wants to... My nose is, like, on the verge of running, and I have, like, a slight headache. Yeah. I think I actually might just be delirious. Delirious? Yeah, as in, like, I'm without sleep, like... oh, okay, never mind. We just start a company and hire each other and make Dennis the CEO? Huh? Forcefully or not? Huh? I don't consent to this. I don't want to be a CEO. I just want to draw. Oh, to be fair, you did say forcefully. Dennis needs money to give us money? Big brain. Man spends days talking to himself and is on the verge of going mental. There's no live stream. It's just me. It's just me in a white padded room, a white padded cell, talking to myself. Oh, right, she has another leg. Okay, so... I guess her knee would be here. I'm tired of drawing feet. I've drawn too many feet today. Not really. Like, I'm not actually tired of drawing feet, but I really am. I'm just... I need to get better at drawing feet, so I don't have to struggle so much at drawing feet. Like, seriously. Watch a link, click, and make Dennis CEO. Oh. Dennis drew his room in the upper right side of the page. Huh? This thing? Hello, Shiro. Welcome to stream. Woman crotch. Indeed. How's your day going? People tend to have 2 arms and 2 legs, except Sasha, who has 3 arms and 1 leg. True. Dennis, you like feet? Not actually, really. I'd rather not. I'd rather... You know, I'm saying I'd rather not. It's just because, like, the feet don't do anything interesting. At least you're gonna do a feet-only stream soon. I don't think so. That'd be boring. I want to draw bodies. I mean, I guess technically the feet is part of the body, but you know what I'm saying. Personally, I like feet if they're inside socks or shoes. Or cute shoes. Fair enough. Wait, but those aren't... I mean, I guess they're kind of feet. But I mean, like, the actual anatomical structure of feet. Like, the actual foot. I feel like I've drawn so many feet recently. Is that true? Have I actually? Yeah, I think so. Do I actually need to go on a foot training arc? My connection died again. I shaded a drawing only done with pen and so good. Oh, nice. That's good. Congratulations. Yep, I guess I need. To be fair, I only find feet appealing in drawings when they give the character thigh highs or long dark socks. Interesting. That's fair, I guess. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I've heard about that before. Just draw in 5 seconds. What I couldn't draw in 1 hour. Oh. It'd be like that, I suppose. To be fair, Kim Jong-gi could probably draw what I could probably draw in like 30 minutes what I couldn't draw in like a week, so it'd just be like that. The foot is a reflection of our skewed evolution, as without shoes and other footwear. Is this supposed to be skewed or screwed? Because both of those words kind of work, I think. And the other, and to assist them, they're completely useless in the wild. As without shoes and other footwear to assist them, feet are pretty good in the wild, honestly, though. Unless you're like stepping on like, yeah, I think feet are pretty fine. Feet are the parts of the bodies to take the most punishment, yet humans' feet evolved to be fragile and sensitive. I like people who walk without, people who actually do like walk outside with their feet and they don't like put on shoes. Like their feet get calluses. Like feet can be tough. It's just if you always wear shoes, then your feet will be soft. Like my feet, I mean like everyone's feet. If you live in like a house or something like that, and you don't do like much, and you don't like work on your feet a lot, and you don't, I mean like it depends on like your footwear as well. But if your feet are always cushioned, then they will become soft. But there are people with like calluses, similar to like mountain climbers. Like your hands can be soft. Your hands certainly can be soft. But like if you work with your hands a lot, eventually like your hands become rough, and they become able to like take punishment, I suppose. In a very odd way to put it. Would you consider yourself a feet scanner? No, I don't think so. It's all about body adaptation. Kind of like that. We can always walk without shoes. It would work. Do you have a favorite food? Yes, it is. Why are we talking about feet? Because we're talking about the human body. And I'm an artist, and I was drawing feet. And so, because I was drawing feet, I was talking about feet. And other people were talking about feet because I was talking about feet. Is why we're talking about feet. Yeah, my favorite food is fried rice. Yeah. Can your artist hands take a lot of punishment? I mean, probably not, no. I hope not. I want my hands to be in the best condition possible. Actually, hopefully they can, so my hands can be in the best condition possible. I like double jointed legs because they're really just normal legs with the heels lifted. Double jointed legs always make characters and creatures look cooler. Fair enough. Des, would you consider yourself a feet scan? Oh wait, no, I already responded to that. Well, rock climbers have 4 hands instead of feet. Fair. There's a guy who uses dog paw medicine to get stronger grip. His hands and feet are full of calluses and tiny holes. Oh, that's interesting. Do you go to the gym? No. I mean, we have weights at home. We don't need to go to the gym. Because, like, gyms, like, cost money to, like, get a subscription, usually. I mean, obviously, weights cost money as well, but in the long run, like, weights will do you better. Financially. Ever drawn Chainsaw Man? I have, yeah. I have drawn the Denji. Pineapple and pizza. Thank you, Voltron. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $2. Hey man, can you draw a reptile from Mortal Kombat? I don't really want to. Hello, Green Dot Cartoons. Also, guys, if you're gonna message, then keep your messages to try to not spam and like try not like because like I will just go back and read I do go back and read the messages. So don't like repeat the messages because I will see them anyways. And if you repeat the messages, it will just make the reading the chat more difficult because there's just a bunch of clutter and like there's a bunch of like redundant messages if you're just saying the same thing over again. So yes, please. Gyms cost way too much money, in my opinion. I don't know how they stay in business. How about Torque from XCOM Chimera Squad? Don't know what that is, and I don't. Yeah, to be honest, I really only draw characters that I'm interested in, for the most part, of course, like that I know of. And yeah, I've never heard of that character, so I'm not particularly interested in drawing that character. Depends on what you're trying to be, a bodybuilder or something, Jim. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder or something, gym is a great choice. Oh, okay. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder or something, gym is a great choice. Okay, man. Voltron just subtly requested you draw Pathos. Yes, Pathos, in specific, eating pineapple pizza. Is that what Voltron did? I thought Voltron was just trying to cause chaos. By the way, yeah, I thought Voltron was just trying to cause chaos by spreading pineapple and pizza propaganda. Okay, so you expect me to believe... Hold on. You expect me to believe that you were the best... That you were the very best that your generation of Navy SEALs had to offer? I highly doubt that. If you were as good as you say you were. I don't think for a second. Who are you talking to? Who are you Who? Hello, Anonymous. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, Locke. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Thoughts on Duolingo? It exists. I don't really use it that much, so I don't have many thoughts on it. Hey again, I'm back. Forgot me? No, you're like literally here, just right then. Oh yeah, assuming you were gone when I was talking about it, please do not, if you have a message, do not repeat it because I go back and read the chat anyway, so I tend to not miss your message. So try to keep your don't repeat messages because that just clutters the chat. So try to keep your messages in like one message so it makes it easier to read the chat. Otherwise, I have to like scroll through a bunch of like a sea of messages. It just makes it harder. Did I name 3 sketching methods? I don't know. Sketching methods? It's hot when you get near... You know it's hot when you get near the stove and it's hot? True. How about Master Shake from Aqua... I don't know who that is. Have you read Aura V? I have not. I haven't read many novels, though. Hello Kogitsune. Gatekeeping won't even share his knowledge.
I don't know. What do you mean sketching styles? Yeah, I don't know what you actually mean by sketching styles. I don't know. Just
if you look at any artist, you'll see sketching styles. I don't think there's. Is there names for sketching? I mean, probably. I suppose. Like the Loomis method, like that type of thing. Reading my messages makes it harder? Not really. Yeah, like the Loomis method thing. I don't know. I haven't actually looked at many. I mean, yeah, I haven't like looked at many tutorials, so I don't know any names. I'm the type of person who's like, I just stayed away from many tutorial, like a lot of tutorial videos that were proposing like a method to drawing, because I don't like methods. I just like to draw. I don't want to have to think. I don't want to have to like map out things. I don't want to like use. I just want to draw, right? And so I never like looked at any videos. So I just don't have any names of like stuff. Like until I started streaming and people started asking like, oh, do you use the Loomis method? Do you know what the Loomis method is? I was like, I've never heard of the Loomis method before. I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was like something to do with the moon, because it sounds like Luna, or Loon. It sounds like lunar. Not really. It does not sound exactly like lunar, but it kind of does. Did you draw this good? I don't know. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. How? I've been drawing for a long time. You only learn from reference? Yeah, basically. Reference is like the best way for me to learn, at the very least. Using reference, and not even just like static illustration references, but looking at other artists draw and seeing what they do when they're drawing, like seeing their techniques and what they actually put on the page, seeing how a person sketches, like just watching them and seeing what they do is probably the best way if you're trying to learn techniques, I suppose. This man has never thought of looking for any drawing tutorials, and yet he got. I think most people find that there are a lot of tutorials that people just don't help them, because a tutorial that's I don't know. I think most people will be able to learn better if they just use references. Like, I don't think you need tutorials. I think tutorials are actually sometimes a hindrance even. Dude, can you draw Ed from Fullmetal Alchemist? No, I don't really take requests. Like most requests that I draw, like that I just don't take requests that often. I am very rarely interested in drawing a character, like most characters. It's very rare for me to want to draw characters. So most likely no. No. Do I want to draw Ed? No. And also, I mostly draw women, so Ed is not a woman. And so I will be even less likely to want to draw Ed. And also, I've drawn Ed before. Yeah, I've also drawn him, so like I'm just very not interested. Like I've already drawn Ed before. And not like you would know that, but like I'm just saying that as like I'm just explaining. For the most part, I just don't take requests. I just draw, and I just practice. And I have fun. Winry? No, I don't want to draw any Fullmetal Alchemist characters. There's many... Yeah, basically any request that you're going to give me, I'm probably not going to draw. I would not hold your breath on me doing a request. I have two nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that I have 2 nickels. For every time, I'd have a lot of nickels for every time if I had 2. Yeah, probably. Can I learn to draw from you? Maybe. His understanding of the basics helps his sketches look clean. Is that? No, maybe. Hello, Cool, by the way. Did I say hello to you? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Cute profile picture. I have problems drawing from references. 1, because I overthink. 2, the references are hard. 3, when I compare my art and the reference, mine looks really bad. Yeah, if you're... Okay, so first of all, when you're trying to learn from a teacher, you're obviously not going to be as good as a teacher. That's just
like, yeah. So you should not expect your reference, your drawing to look as like the reference. So trying not to compare is important. Secondly, if you're using a reference of an artist, I would recommend sketches, because sketches are very easy to digest rather than a full blown illustration. Because usually, like, the first part of the foundation of references is the body. Usually, unless you're like looking at like NSFW art, the character has clothes on, which like obscures the body. Looking at sketches just shows you like the breakdown of what they're doing rather than the finished illustration. So sketches I would recommend to look at because they're just easier to digest. You can for sure break down a full illustration, it just takes more work. Lastly, when it comes to overthinking, don't try and copy the reference one-to-one. That's always going to take way more time than it needs to. It's just going to be less efficient. Try to get the gist of the reference, look at the relationship between the points in the reference, and try to just get the general vibe of the reference without trying to copy it fully. Also, if trying to copy an entire reference is too difficult for you, focus on one aspect of the reference. Like, don't try and copy the entire gesture. Like, copy like the head, copy maybe just try and get the pose down. Like, just like, I don't know, draw a stick figure. I don't know exactly, like, you know, but like if it's too overwhelming to draw the entire reference, break it down and draw small parts of it. Sound that shading? Thank you. Hello, Roaring Knight. How's your day going? Took my request, by the way. Well, you asked for an eye. Eyes are very easy. Why is drawing male actually kind of hard? I guess it just depends on, like, yeah, I don't know. Are these all from imagination? These over here are not. Like, these I was using a reference and I was sticking to the reference fully. I tend to always have a reference, but I don't tend to stick to the reference. I only copy one aspect of the reference. The line quality shading, the construction perspective, there's like a bunch of things that the reference is made out of. I only tend to copy one. I don't usually copy the pose. I don't try and copy the reference one-to-one. Hello, Wartaz. Welcome to the stream. How's your date going? Thumbnails are good too? Fair enough, yeah. By the way, how did you learn to draw like this? I'm trash at it. How is this easy for you? I've been drawing for 9 years, and I've been using reference practicing, and I've been looking at the ways that other artists draw, and I've been trying to incorporate some of their methods into my art style. It's a combination of using like 9 years worth of drawing and also using other people's, like looking at other people's techniques and seeing them draw in real time and trying to incorporate their techniques into my art. My reference is just shape of the object, and it still looks way too hard to do the perspective right and not copy the reference. Well, yeah. Maybe look at someone draw the reference in real, like maybe then look at people draw in real time and just try to follow along with like what they're doing. Of course, not one-to-one, but just see them see how they put it together. That might make it a little bit easier. Have you tried to draw animals? I've drawn animals before, yeah. By the way, Dennis, I'm almost drawing this whole page. When I do, I'll send the work in progress in the Discord. I'll probably send the reference. Oh, okay, cool. No, but generally, everything is really well drawn. Huh. Well, thank you very much. What artist do you recommend to look at? I don't know. Okay, an artist that helped me a lot was Chomang. Chommang. I think he's Korean. I think he's a Korean illustrator. He has some, yeah, and he draws in real time. He does like some tutorials. Maybe you can check him out. He helped me a lot, I think. Looking at his techniques were cool. I haven't found many other artists that like do that though. That draw in real time. And like do things like Chomang, but I'm sure there are other artists like that. What artist do you like? I like Yusuke Murata, the mangaka for One Punch Man. I like Tatsuki Fujimoto, mangaka for Chainsaw Man. And Sui Ishida, who is Tokyo Ghoul's mangaka. Other than those, I like Dino Illust on Twitter. He has a really cool rendering style. I like 58MW on YouTube. He has a really just cool style in general, and the way that he puts together his drawings are just really nice. Yeah. Hello, Hugo. How's your day going?
Oh, thank you for the $2, Voltron. Appreciate it. Nice list. Thank you. Also, yeah. Okay, goodbye, Nia. Have a good day. 9 years is a lot of drawing. People expect 9 years of training in one drawing. To be fair, five of those 9 years were spent with no improvement. It's only after the 5 years that I started looking at references, started looking at people drawing. So I've really been improving for 4 years, even though I've been drawing for 9 years. Also, hello, Zaire. How's your day going? Chomong is awesome. Chomong is awesome. Voltron, I agree.
He draws in a deceptively simple way. like his drawings look really nice, but the way that he puts them together is actually not super at least they don't seem complicated.
Not when I was looking at them. Good. Finished Fire Punch yesterday. Oh, nice.
Did you like it? The ending, well, yeah, I won't speak on it, but yeah, it could be a little bit. The ending something. I do like the ending, but it certainly is. I mean, I just like Fire Punch in general.
How did you like it? Hello from Iran. Hello, Khosrow. Welcome to your stream. How's your day going? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hope your day's going good. Shimon just be laying out perfect lines. Indeed. I'll never know. Okay, goodbye, Tina. Bryce Koss? Is it Bryce Choss or Bryce Koss? Or Kos? Or Chos? Bryce work is amazing. I've never seen that artist before. Guys, can I eat your salt lamp? No. It was a great read. The ending felt something I'd imagine up in my sick dreams, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I love Fire Punch. Love the ending. I just love, like, Fire Punch in general. I like the vibes. The vibes of Fire Punch was immaculate. Kind of, yeah, I've made a mistake here. Well, not really a true mistake, but it's kind of unfortunate that I put this face here. I could certainly put it in a better spot. Well, whatever. Also, this note is supposed to be here.
Bum, 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 bum. Cho? Oh, okay, Cho. I'm lazy. Bryce Chose. Okay. Oh, apostrophe. There, you just didn't have an apostrophe. Okay. Please, Dennis, I'll give you $10. No. Yusuke Murata is definitely my fave. Even drawing other anime characters and art styles is amazing.
Yeah. Yusuke Murata is my favorite artist of the bunch that I named. He's my biggest inspiration. He's a master. He's a master at it. An art god is what I consider him.
Agni should have read my course to not go through what he did for real. True. Yeah, he really is a rookie. The reason why I started drawing was because of my brother, who knows how to draw, and because I'm probably going to be either a mechanical engineer or electrical engineer. Okay, I see. Hello, not alt. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Long time no see. School has been butt fucking me. Glad to see Dennis R34. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. They're amazing, really. Yeah. If you're talking about my drawings, then thank you. If you're talking about something else, then that's good that they're amazing, whatever it is, hopefully. Have you seen PewDiePie progress on drawing for a year?
I have, I think. At least I saw
the art that he drew, and I know that and I saw the title, which is he's been drawing for a year. So I haven't seen him progress. I haven't seen necessarily where he started. But I mean, yeah, I mean the art was good.
very nice improvement in a really short amount of time.
What? Were there 3 parts of Art of Commissions? Yes, there was. Does his hands and ankle are the only thing we can affirm truly exist? Yeah, true. He's still drawing? Oh, is he still drawing? PewDiePie? Oh, yeah, PewDiePie. Maybe. I don't know, actually. He already knew how to Photoshop and other artistic things.
Artistical things. Artistical things is a different word I've never heard before.
So he started drawing... So he started already drawing good anime faces? Oh, you're saying PewDiePie. Right, yeah. PewDiePie already knew how to Photoshop and other artistic things, so he started drawing good anime faces and anime people. Well, fair enough. Didn't he go to Wit Studio for art-related stuff recently? I did see that, yeah. I did see that. Hello, Purple Haze. Welcome to the stream.
I haven't seen you in a while, actually. How's your days been? How's your life been going? Hopefully it's been going well. Hopefully it's been going well. My day's been going great.
Really love that cute Sackboy drawing you did a while ago. Derpy little guy. Indeed. Every stream ain't the same except the excessive amount of ass.
Fair enough. Wait, no, I disagree with the use of the word excessive. But other than that, yeah.
I really like how abstract the Arcane series is.
Huh, that's good.
Denny, you learned about design principles? Nope. Could you draw Gojo Satoru, please? No.
Hello, XV. Welcome to the stream.
And hello, Gojo. Welcome to the stream.
Design principles? Nah. Hold up, Gojo. That brings back memories.
You're so good, but don't have that knowledge. Your skill amazes me. I don't know. Like, so whatever the thing you did just say, like design principles, I may not know the name of it, but I might actually know, like, I might know the technique without knowing the name. I've seen a lot of people draw, and I've heard a lot of, like, I have heard a lot of, like, information, like, throughout my I don't know, like, just throughout being on YouTube and stuff. But I don't know the names of things a lot. Like, there's a lot of names that I just don't know. For instance, like, I didn't know the Loomis method, but I have seen that, like, before people taught me, like, or told me what the Loomis method is, like, taught me about the name of it, like, whether or not I saw it before, I just didn't know the name of the Loomis method. So I might know what design principles is, I just have never, like, I've never connected the name with the technique, perhaps. Or unless I just don't know what design principles are. Hello, Ben. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Did you just draw over the Invisible Woman sketch? No, she's right here. Don't worry. Thank you, Voltron, for the $2 again. Voltron! You must, like... There must be something else. You could just talk normally. You could just talk normally in the chat. Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Hi, do you read books? What is your favorite one? I don't really read books. My favorite book that I've ever read was Dune, the Butlerian Jihad. But I read it so long ago that I barely remember what happened in it. So I just remember that I did enjoy the book. Yeah, no, I mean, similar to anime, similar to, like, watching stuff, I don't read many stuff either, because I'm just always drawing. Although I was gonna read the book called like A Friendly Introduction to Mathematical Logics, which sounds kind of dry and boring, but I wanted to learn it. Like, I was interested in reading that book, but I haven't bought it yet. I didn't buy it because I was saving up for my PC. But maybe one of these days I'll actually, like, I'll order the book and I'll, like, read it. Your art style is so awesome. Thank you, Breadsting. Breadsting? Oh, wait, you're not Bread, you're Bead. Bead Sting. Hello, Bead. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? How much did he pay you this week? A lot. A lot. He did a lot. Groceries are expensive, you know. What's up, Gooners and Goonettes? Hello, Low Fat Cheese. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Are you going to an art university? No, I'm not. I'm not interested in that. I've never been interested in art school. It feels like it'd kill my passion.
I just want to draw what's interesting to me. I don't care about taking the most efficient math. I don't really care about going to the most efficient way to get better at art. I just kind of want to draw. So no, I'm not going, and nor do I plan to go.
So Dennis, when we doing backgrounds on a sketch,
I've drawn backgrounds before. I just very rarely do them because I'm just not interested at all.
basically, maybe you'd like to read Wittgenstein's Tractus Philosophicus. Philosophicus. Yep, I got that right, basically. It is a difficult book, but interesting one. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if have I heard that? I don't know if that name is familiar to me. I feel like I've heard something similar to it, but I don't think I recall ever hearing of a book by that name. But yeah, maybe I'll try. I'm probably not gonna remember it, to be honest. I was gonna say I'll try to remember it, but honestly, I don't know if I'll remember that book's name. I remember a friendly introduction to mathematical logics. I probably wouldn't even remember, if you told me the book's name, a friendly introduction to mathematical logics, I probably would not remember it. The only reason I do remember it is because I had to go type it in, so it's in my brain. It's about logic and semantics. Maybe I want to do that. Are you skilled in psychology? No, not really. Although I'm interested in it, I wouldn't say I'm skilled in psychology. Maybe I have a little bit more knowledge on psychology than some people, but I'm certainly not a psychologist. I'm more just a kind of enthusiast of, I don't know, I find psychology interesting. And so, yeah. And so, I have, looked at a lot of stuff of psychology, but I haven't actually truly intaken a lot of psychology. I haven't actually truly studied. I just know, some general facts and stuff, I suppose.
Do you draw big drawings on stream, a whole page, one person?
No, I don't. I don't do that on this. I don't do that on sketchbooks. The only time I've ever done a big drawing is on my digital tablet, which is way over there.
Have you tried to be a cartoonist? I have not, no. No, I haven't. I like biopsychology, the effects of genes and environments on a psyche. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. What are you skilled at, career-wise?
Art. I'm skilled at art. That's about it. Yeah, I'm skilled at art. I could technically have become a musician or something like that, but I think I'm more skilled at art than I am at music.
Wittgenstein. I think I've heard Wittgenstein's name before, though. Biopsychology. We'll check more of this channel later for sure. Love the work. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you can see me working on. If you want to, I don't know how interested you would be, but if I've recorded myself doing a commission, this character, I did a commission of her. She has a prosthetic arm for a leg, so she has 3 arms, 1 leg, and yeah, so over the course of around 3 drawing streams, or 4, over the course of around 4 digital streams, you can see me complete this drawing, or not this drawing specifically, but a drawing with this character. So that would be a big drawing that I've done on one canvas. It's not traditional though. I never finish. I just use traditional just for practice, just for fun.
I remember you said you'd be a plumber. Scary time.
Oh yeah, no, that's the fallback. If YouTube fails, I'll be a plumber.
It was the best investment of my life, which admittedly is not a high bar. It'd be like that, I suppose. Well, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Have you ever tried candy beads and string? I think you'll be good at it. I don't even know what that is. I only draw traditional, not gonna lie. Fair enough. Hello, Tiny Tina.
Wait, no, your name is just Tina, not Tiny Tina. I think Tiny Tina's from Borderlands?
On some real shit. I thank you for teaching me of light theory. Oh, no problem. I'm glad I was able to teach something. Any art books you'd recommend? No, I haven't read any art books, so I can't really recommend any. You just search it up. You can make cool things out of beads. Well, yeah, probably. I've seen some people do some cool things with a lot of things. Yeah. Let's check work in progress in Discord. Alrighty.
All right, I think I'm gonna be finished with these little face studies. Or I guess they're more mouth studies, except this mouth study is like worse than this one, because this one is just more detailed, this one is just worse. And be like that.
Hello, Aaron Davis.
It's been a while, it has, in fact. Welcome back to the stream. How's your day going? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I see. Yeah, you've done some ribcage studies. That's cool. Yeah, you did well. Nice, nice. Yeah, nice job. Nice work.
Do another stream. Do you stream shorter because of views or time? Huh? Wait, what do you mean exactly?
Are you asking like why do some streams end shorter than others? Yeah, so it depends on basically how hungry I am and how tired I am and my schedule. So if I have stuff to do later in the day, like today I do have things to do. I don't know how I don't know how long I'm gonna stream, but assuming like, yeah, yeah, so like this stream may be around 3 hours long, I would say. It's probably gonna be around 3 hours long. I have like things that I want to do. There's a video that I want to release at least today or tomorrow, maybe today. I have no idea. I have some other stuff to do as well. I'm kind of tired, so I kind of also want to take a nap at some point because like I said, like I kind of have a headache. My nose is kind of like it wants to run. It's like on the verge of running. My body right now is in a state of, it's kind of in a mess. At least like my sleep schedule is in a mess, so.
But yeah. I think it's funny that Dennis streams to be productive, but when he streams 50% is drawing, 50% is talking.
True. Productive in the sense of like when I say productive, I do mean like productive in the sense of like YouTube is kind of like my job, and so it's like if I could be more efficient by kind of doing like my job also while drawing. I'm fine with being less efficient in drawing because I could always draw later. I can always draw off stream. I always do draw off stream. So in any case, yeah, and I mean it's fine. It is productive, I would say.
But yeah, like in like December, we averaged 6 hours every day. Not disappointed. Just praying. Oh, just praying.
Yeah. It just depends on. In December, I was doing less things. Like, my schedule outside of YouTube has become way more claustrophobic. That's an interesting way to put it, but I mean, I think that it conveys the sentiment that I feel. My schedule is just more claustrophobic nowadays. I have less time. Like especially when I'm trying to go to sleep early. I do want to sleep earlier. Not like I want to have energy basically, and so because I want to sleep earlier, and my schedule's busy. Either I sacrifice my sleep schedule or I sacrifice like other things, and so probably the stream time is the best thing I could sacrifice.
So you're also getting butt fucked by life.
Something like that. Something like that. I mean, I don't like it. My schedule has become more crowded of my own choosing. Like I'm just doing more stuff. It's not really by life. It's just my fault. It really is my fault. I'm basically I'm being more productive. I'm just I put time into being a little bit more productive with my day. Therefore, and also I've been doing I mean like there's a lot of stuff. Like for instance, I want to make more art for Patreon, so like people who like my supporters on Patreon like actually are getting some value from Patreon, so I want to do that. So I'm trying to produce artwork for Patreon, and each artwork, each digital illustration, it's a lot of work. I want to, so, well, not, it's not like so much work, but like together with everything else, like all the work does pile up eventually. All the drawing does pile up. And so it ends up with me having to like drop some things. At least drop some things a little bit.
Also, I feel like I would learn way more if I drew digital because I would be able to see the references way easier, but I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing. You don't have to have the productivity as illusion, maybe. You don't hello bro, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Again, welcome back to the stream.
You don't need to have the reference of like I have references. Like for instance, this drawing right here, I have a reference for. Like this tank thing that I'm drawing. You don't need the reference because like I never try and draw references one-to-one. You don't need to draw reference. You don't, because I mean like all you have to do is like look at the reference and then look back to the page. It is difficult. I would say yes, it is a little bit awkward at first, but eventually you'll get used to it. Especially if you're not trying to copy the drawing one-to-one. Just like this is not a drawing. This is a real tank. It seems like it's a real tank. I don't think this is AI. I hope it's not AI. I hope this is like something. Yeah, and I think this is a real tank in some sort of museum. But yeah, like you kind of just have to be able to like look at one and then look at another. Do you have any other talents? If you by talents you mean like if I have other like things or like skills or like do I do anything else other than art? Yeah, I make music. The music you're hearing in the background is music I've made. And that's about it, I suppose. Cooking maybe. Cooking is cool, and yeah, I mean, I like doing philosophy, but that's not a talent. That's just a hobby. Or that's not a skill or anything. That's just a hobby. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be easier because of the fact that I can't imagine the drawing in my head, but I also have a really bad sense of depth. Fair enough. Dennis, I have a new subscriber. Oh, nice. Good job. Dennis, should I be avoiding profanity? The butt fucking just activates it in my day to day.
I think expanding your vocabulary is always important. I don't think necessarily cursing is like a bad thing inherently. I don't think it's like actually a I don't think it's serious. Like I don't think it's an actual problem. But if you're doing it because you literally don't have any other vocabulary to express what you're feeling, then I think that you should try to like expand your vocabulary. Just like yeah, if you're only doing it because you don't have like the capability, like you don't have the vocabulary to do it, to express how you're feeling, then yeah. But if you're doing it, if you already have the vocabulary and you're still choosing to do it, then I don't think it's an actual problem. It's just like expression. At that point, it's just like flavor or something like that.
I think I pooped my pants. Interesting. Drawing 1-to-1 is the best I do, but I do combining. I don't know if it's considered as original art since it takes way too much reference. Anyway, I'm not illiterate.
Well, no, I'm not saying you're illiterate. Like, a person could be able to read and write. A person could be able to read and write, but still not like have like the most intensive like
Vocabulary on demand, right? Like it's like some people are good at writing, but some people are just not good at speaking, right?
like there's levels to it.
Hello, Gunther. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Swearing is bad unless you use them excessively. Well, anything in excess is bad because by definition, excess is like too much, for the most part. Like excess is like more than you need.
It's like swearing is bad unless you swear too much. But like by definition, anything that is too much is too much. It's like water is good unless you drink too much water. Which is like true just by like it's true by default.
I'm naturally a great speaker. I just construct odd slang. It'd be like that then. Is there any man drawing today?
Probably not. I don't know. I haven't drawn any like now.
Dennis, would it be bad if I use my mouse to draw on digital on Krita? I mean, mouses are not the best. Mice mouse are not the best thing to draw with, so I mean, it's probably not the best, yeah. Draw Tank Man, he's so simple. I don't really want to.
No, like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whether a character is simple or not, like, the simplicity of a character may play some amount of, like, it may play a part in the fact that I want to draw them, but the main thing that makes me want to draw a character is my interest in them. Considering, well, I know who Tank Man is, I just don't care to draw him, is the problem.
So basically, I basically just found out that my new phone case was blocking the internet signal. What? What? Dennis, drawing with finger better than drawing with nose, in my opinion. Really? I think I disagree. If only I was your sugar daddy, Voltron.
Um, I mean, I probably would be a little bit. I would feel slightly obligated to draw some suggestion from Voltron, like when I drew that pineapple on pizza drawing. But also, yeah, I mean, besides the point.
There we go.
I need to drink more water. Water's pretty good. Water's pretty good.
By the way, Dennis, about my question of what you think of this extra, I was asking if you think it's hard, and I don't think it necessarily needs to be hard, but I don't know. Dennis, how do you add so much emphasis on the abs? Mine's are decent, but don't give that sexy feeling. I think softness is important. Like, for instance, like, so wherever the light is coming from, I tend to make the shadow softer on that side. But whenever there's a change in, like you can see right here in this middle of the body, in the middle of the torso, there, like, I tend to give a very abrupt ending. So the balance between sharp shadows and softer shadows gives us, it just makes the figure, whatever it is, feel softer. And so I think a level of softness, like a level of tangibility to whatever you're drawing, it makes your imagination, you can imagine the thing like as a real object. So you can imagine the abs as a more, like, as an actual abs rather than just a drawing of abs, right? It stops becoming, it's like looking at a sculpture, right? Sometimes, like, there's a difference between just like a sculpture there's a difference between like an amateur sculpture, an amateur sculptor who doesn't like add the subtleties of like the softness of skin, and then you see like those Greek sculpture, like Greek statue sculptures, where like you could actually see the subtlety of like how like the flesh is squishing or not, or you can see like the way that the fabric is folding, even though it is stone, even though like the statue is stone, it looks like it's like a person. Like, it looks like if you were to touch it, it might actually squish, right? And I think the secret for making art, the secret with art for making it like feel tangible is like the subtlety that comes with real life objects. And also, yeah, so probably that, maybe, is what I'd guess. Your drawing's amazing. Thank you, Rex. I appreciate it. You're binging the Amazing Digital Circus again? I see. Yeah, so maybe like this, right? Like, I think it'd be like this, like something like the subtlety and like the softness. Probably like the softness of it, I would say.
It like looks softer. Maybe? I haven't seen your drawing, so I'm not gonna be able to give like an actual proper
in-depth explanation, but yeah. Okay, goodbye, Dam. Bye, Dennis. I'm gonna try and get my champion back in Rocket League. I'm probably gonna return, but I'll mute the stream for me. Okay, well, goodbye. Also, these drawings are not just of the abs, right? Like, you have some of the hips. So, like, the hips are there too, which might add a little bit more of that sexiness that you were saying, that you were talking about. The sexiness, as you put it.
Okay, I'm done with this.
I'm insecure of my drawings. Maybe not anytime soon. Huh? Wait. Oh, right. I love Greek statues. They represent the life-affirming values of strength. I see. Life-affirming values of strength. Interesting.
Hello, Rapdog. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going?
Wait, no, you were here already. Never mind. Welcome back to the stream, though. Now, the sexiness is primarily the shading. I would assume so, yeah. But I'm sure the hips do. Well, I guess if you just, yeah, I mean, if you just block out the hips, I suppose. Maybe? I don't know.
I have no idea. But if you say so, it must be so.
It is good. Thanks for asking, Dennis. I'm glad you're good too. I thought I asked that question already though, which is why like I just stopped asking. Permission to goon? Oh. Dennis, do you like living a busy life full of one? I like chilling. I like chilling. I like a life full of peace and chilling. I like abs too. They're hot.
Fair.
That's they're selling D-shaped rugs next to my house. Like the letter D? That's interesting. What's my Discord?
If you go to if you go to the description of the stream, you can see it. You can in the description of the stream. There's the link to the Discord.
Des, do you have abs? I mean, technically everyone has abs, but do I have visible abs? I mean, I do have visible abs, yeah. Dennis giving peacefully. I love living peacefully.
Although my abs are not as prominent as they used to be because I've not been exercising recently. I need to exercise. I need to get my sleep schedule in check so I can actually do stuff, you know? That'd be great. But that's my fault, right? Yeah, that's my fault.
Guess as in the illegal stuff, not. Oh, they're saying drugs by your house. That's unfortunate. Can I carry you like a princess? No. Abs do look great, but I'd say they're overrated. I don't know. I mean, I tend to struggle with saying things are overrated because usually, if a bunch of people like a certain thing, that just means that they're accurately rated. Like usually, if I think that something is like overrated, it just means that I'm different than the normal. So it's like accurately rated. It just, but anyways, yeah, I'm being semantical. I understand what you're saying. Why to live peacefully while you may strive for greatness?
Because for some people, peacefulness is greatness.
Greatness only has value to those who value greatness, but for people who value peace, then peace is great. Greatness only has values to those who value greatness.
Dennis, any love life lore? I mean, yes, but I'm not gonna say. Hello, Izzy R. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Hello, Izzy. Just draw me like one of your French girls?
Unfortunately, that would just mean not drawing you, because I don't have any French girls.
Check with UpGod, though.
Well, Epicureans love living in peace. Oh.
Seems like my type of philosophy.
Nothing beats watching a live stream at 1 a.m. Hello, UpGod. UpGod, I think poop needs something. You have me sing you? Oh, you're not a girl.
Unless?
No, I'm joking. If I would give my opinion on lots of things, I would get a lot of disagreements. But at the end, it's just me. Well, yeah, and that's a lot of people.
If everybody gave all their opinions on everything, then everyone would be in like disagreements all the time. Even though humans are pretty like similar across the board, there's a lot of like small differences that happen. So while people may agree on like the broad thing, like people shouldn't like hurt each other. When it gets down to the smaller, like into the smaller details, people tend to have a lot of disagreements. 'Tis just the nature of people.
Any story, or was it just blabbed out? Huh? Yes, I think I found the glowing coal. I see.
Those lips look kissable. Thank you. That was my intention.
I was trying. Guess I'm gonna make another animation on my toaster as I watch, which is why he's.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
I'm assuming he's had a crush earlier in his life. I did indeed. Well, kind of ran out of space there, but it's cool. Dennis, tell us the story of your life.
You guys are Noma. You guys are Noma.
How long have you been drawing for? Not in this live stream, but how long in your life? About 9 years. You can do both. Strive greatness, but not overwork yourself to the point of madness. I suppose. I guess it just depends on what your idea of greatness is. Do you have a celebrity crush? No.
I have no celebrity crush. Is that the Pog face? Maybe. Wait, which face? I don't know which face you're referring to.
The eye looks cool. Thank you.
My celebrity crush is Dennis. Oh, I'm a celebrity? Since when?
Have you ever did animation? I have, yeah.
The one with the lips forward? Oh, I don't. Well, no, it certainly wasn't the intention. I don't think I actually know what the Pog face looks like. Actually,
It's like a guy. It's a guy. I know for sure. It's for sure a guy.
Dennis, not knowing what to draw is
kind of an art block. I've heard people also describe it as that. Yeah.
My idea of greatness is to do what you're passionate about, live adventurously, and go your own way. What if someone... Well, okay, if greatness is just what you're passionate about, that's fine. But if live adventurously doesn't... Like, some people just don't want to be adventurous, and so that might not be what they're passionate about. But I would agree that people should do, like, what they're passionate about. Wait, did you not do the Invisible Girl for Voltron? Of course I did. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's this area. This area. She's right here.
See, like this is it's blocking her a little bit, but like she's still there.
How did you find your own art style?
Everyone has their own art style, but if you... I mean, your art style is just made up of all the different things that you like about art. So, I mean... Yeah, it's just all the different things that you like. That's what your art style is. So basically, just look around at artists that you like and see what you like about their art style, and then incorporate it into your art. And if you take from a bunch of different artists, then you'll eventually have your own unique art style. I mean, everyone already does have their own unique art style. No one draws exactly the same.
Clever as always, huh? Yeah. I've been in art block for a while. Getting better though. Huh, I see. Why do I have two messages saying the same thing? I don't know. Dennis, would you survive the amazing digital circus?
Yeah. You can't die there.
I'm back. Welcome back, Bendy Boy. The level of skill is crazy. Well, thank you, Uso.
Isn't Uso like lie? Thank you, lie. Are you lying? Are you lying to me right now? You're being sarcastic, aren't you?
You'll never trick me, Uso. Just like he said with the dementia thing. Just like he said with the dementia thing. Just like he said with the dementia thing.
Yes, dementia's contagious. I have dementia. You have dementia. We all have dementia. Rejoice.
You'll never trick me. So the most gullible person ever. Dennis, I have no art block. I just draw what I think is cute. Well, that's cool. Oh, the way Dennis interacts with chat.
No, I'm just mentally unstable.
Wait, dementia isn't contagious?
And is contagious? Yes, yeah. It even spread. It's so contagious it spreads through the internet.
Watch your back, Bendy Boy. I have ADHD. Does that count? Yeah, close enough. Dennis,
What was I gonna say again? You're gonna say, Dennis, you are the most terrible artist ever. And honestly, Dennis, you should quit YouTube forever. And honestly, Dennis, I think you should fall down a set of stairs.
is what you were going to say. That's what you're going to say. What's dementia?
Dementia is like when you forget. Basically, it's kind of like amnesia, but it deals with your memory.
I think, yeah. What's dementia?
I think that is. I think Dennis. No, I think dementia is like. I think it's like amnesia. I think it deals with your memory or something like that.
What's dementia? I like drawing with pen, create obscure, rough lines, mostly from my imagination, but doing a lot of references to get better. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah. Des, your next line is? Let's blink twice if you need help. Nah, I'm pretty fine. How long has your sleep schedule been weighing on you? A couple months. I'm getting better though. Recently I've gone to bed pretty early.
At like 11 to 12, I've gone to bed recently, so it's not like the worst. Like, so I'm stuttering. No, but sometimes I get out of it.
But sometimes I fall back in very easily. Draw a lemon, please? No. Yeah, no, I was gonna say that. Yeah, exactly. Took me till the third time to realize you were making the joke where you repeat stuff about dementia. Took me till the third time to realize you're okay. No, enough of this. Hey Dennis, can I get a little closer? Sits right next to you as they blush. What's your next move? I draw. Yeah. I'm gonna head out. Okay, goodbye, Aaron. How's your day going? Hopes chat dementia gets better. Hope my dyslexia improves as well, you know. Just kidding, I don't have dyslexia. I'm just tired. Just real tired. Ridiculously. You always worry me. I'm writing a test and I just think, is Mr. Singularity doing well? No. I mean, I'm doing fine, yeah. My day is great. The only reason I fixed my sleep schedule to wake up in the morning was because I had to gain weight. Missing a breakfast is bad for calories. That makes sense, yeah. Wait, do you have dementia? No? What is dementia? I don't remember. Indeed. Dennis, dementia comes because our flesh is weak and our brain is limited by our flesh. We should move on from this mortal realm and evolve into gods where we were meant to be. Maybe. Do you think most artists out there overthink a lot?
Yeah, I think there's a good amount of artists out there that overthink. Most of them, maybe not. I'm not confident enough to say that. I think that everyone has the capability of overthinking, and so yeah, I mean, maybe, but I don't necessarily think it it is most artists. I think a good amount of artists, though. Yeah, sure. Like just a good amount of people overthink a lot. So I have no reason to believe that artists would be exempt from that.
I don't think it's like especially artists that overthink though.
Evil Dennis, James. Indeed not. Indeed not.
Goodbye, Izzy. Have a good day. Was nice meeting all of you? Yeah. Who called you James? Samu? Yeah, it was Samu. It was Samu who was calling me James. I cannot scroll. Okay, my YouTube has crashed. Arse, when it comes to creating the most mortifying, torturous, and trauma-inducing events into their OC's lore. True. Dennis, if I converge to your religion, will you take me to heaven and sleep with you? Pause. I don't have religion. I'm not religious. So, if you convert to my religion, you will... When you die, you go nowhere. And then... That's it. Unfortunately. Yeah, my YouTube just died. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. No, your religion? You are God? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't even what. I don't know. I don't think I'd make. I don't know if I'd make heaven or hell if I were God. Hello, Brad. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Dennis, how do you unlearn bad habits? You kind of have to overwrite them, basically. You have to force yourself to do good habits, basically. No, let's not create a religion about me. Dennis, I draw femboys, but that doesn't make me gay. Probably not, yeah. Basically, Dennis is saying that we are cooked. Why is YouTube suffering? Is this thing working now? I would like to. Do I have to reset my entire? Do I have to reset my entire laptop? I mean, I will. I will if I have to. Oh no, it seems to be working now. Actually, it doesn't really seem to be working now. Is it finally? No, I don't think. Okay, I'll just reset my laptop. Restart. Okay, goodbye, Nana Banana. Have I ever told you that I'm dead inside? No. The problem is not that our flesh is weak and our flesh and mind is weak, but it is weak because we evolved that way in the current conditions, and conditions are changing because of the US. Oh, because of us. No, sorry, not the US. The current conditions are changing because of us. Yeah. Yeah, I can't really read properly because the phone is off. So I thought you capitalized, so I thought it was US. No, but that's not US. Yeah, no, everything's changing because of us. Well, rather, everything's just changing because everything changes. Everything changes because the universe changes. No, we're part of the universe, so of course we change as well. Hello, Murder Muffin. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Teach me your ways, master. Oh. That's what's your opinion on cheese? Cheese is cool. Thighs and ass? Silly Dennis, today isn't my birthday. My bad, my bad. Yes, have you drawn Kung Fu Panda? I have not. This is so silly. He's the most adorable, silly human I know. That's neat. Everything changes because it has to change. Yeah, something, something, entropy, something, something. The silence is loud. Yeah. What happened to you, computer? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Drop the hair tutorial? I think I did make some sort of hair tutorial before. Dennis, that computer changed, didn't it? I don't think so. Drop the hair? Yeah, I think I did drop a hair tutorial. Should we create conditions that that would favor some traits above others, and use genetic modification to make people healthier? I don't trust humans with doing that, so probably not. No. This type of kind of hum background music when nobody else can hear it? True. No, I'm humming the background music because there's no background music. Well, okay, well, so technically, yes, I am the type to hum background music when no one else can hear it, because not even I can hear it. Oh no, actually, to be fair, when you say nobody else, that implies that I can hear it, but I can't. Now I can hear it. Art of shaping ink. That's realistic pathos when? Never. Did I just hear a plane fly by? Probably, yeah. Yeah. Realistic entropy drawing one? Probably never. Was the music off though? Because I had to reset my laptop. Living near an airport by any chance? Not necessarily, no. Without the music, it feels intimate. Too intimate. Modifying ourselves in the genetic sense? How's that possible? Well, you can do that. I mean, yeah, people have the ability to modify genes and stuff now. It's just, we're probably not, most likely, hopefully not doing it on people, because we don't know the side effects, or like how it works. Or like, we know how it works, I suppose, but we don't know the side effects or long-term things that happen. Sing for us, Dennis? Nah. What other songs have you created? Yeah. There's the type of guy to have an ASMR channel hidden from the public. Dennis, we know that you're Master and Crazy Hands from Smash Bros. Oh, yeah, Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Fair. Yeah, I mean, I have another song. All the songs I play on stream are other songs that I've made. So any song that you hear that's not, any song that you hear on stream is a song that I made. Alrighty. How long has the stream been going on for? Almost 3 hours. I see. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell by my brain trying to leak out my nose. Oh. Okay, cool, yeah. Really? That's it? Okay, cool. Nope, of course not. Guess I'll reset you. Did you ever try to make background songs, but with organs? Do you mean like the instrument, or? What type of music do you listen to? A bunch of music. My favorite artist is by Millie, M-I-L-I, and my favorite song by Millie is "Life We Sow" or "Depression." Or wait, what? Not what the fuck? What? How did I get to depression? My favorite song by Millie is "Life We Sow" or "Gluttony." Dennis, why don't we use such technology to cure things such as depression, autism, and cancer? Why do you seem? I don't think. So first of all, cancer is a bunch of different things. So also, I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know how actually like. First of all, I don't think we don't know if someone has anything before they're born, and so I think in the case of genetic modification, it would be done to like things that are yet to things that are yet to be birthed, basically, like the way that you modify plants and stuff like that, like genetically modified plants. Also, I don't know about the ethical nature, like the ethics. I don't know about the ethics of changing someone's genes before they're born. I don't know about the ethics of basically selecting for certain traits in people before they're born. That sounds just like a really bad thing to allow humans to do. I'm gonna ascend into the heavens and then drop on a cloud and then fall into the ground. Before I touch the surface, I grow wings and fly away again. I see. That's interesting. When was this channel created? About a year ago. Just released the files. No, I don't have any. This is going crazy. Oh no. Being able to cure depression. No, to cure depression with technology would be some dystopian shit. Yes, organs as in the instrument. Well, maybe. Sometimes I use organs. I don't make a habit of using organs, but sometimes I do. Bro has depression. I do not have depression. Fortunately. Fortunately, I'm quite happy. Although I am tired. Like, I want to sleep. I'm tired. I should have gone to sleep earlier. Dennis, when is ankle fans? Oh. Yeah, you would be all about the ankles now, wouldn't you? Not. Not. You should be the feet scanner, not me. I'm not a feet scanner. Although I did draw feet, but that's besides the point. That's neither here nor there. Poop message was so unhinged it got insta-deleted. No, he deleted it. He deleted it himself. Dennis, when is elbow reveal? Already been doing it. My name is Knowledge. I think. Oh. Modernity and technology created depression. Now some pills will cure it. I don't like it. Well, I don't think they do genetic modification using pills. Do they do genetic modification using pills? I thought it's like an actual machine or something like that. Like, I thought the CRISPR thing was a machine. To be fair, I think that for the most part, depression probably has always existed. Like, it seems that depression is just like the chemical imbalance in the brain. And I think that maybe perhaps it is more common now, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not a historian, so I don't actually know, but I would assume, like, just from my intuition, which I'm not saying that this is the truth, but I don't have any real reason to assume that depression is something that has been newly, like, yeah, so maybe, like, there's more people that are depressed now, but I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say that more, like, depression only exists now because of technology. I think people can't just be depressed. And yeah, so, like, maybe if you're saying, like, the society that we're in perhaps is, like, amplifying the rate at which people acquire depression, then yeah, probably that's probably true. Do they really have a depression pill? I don't think, because, like, I don't know. Yes, later. That's those abs look horrifying for some reason. I see. I would pour whipped cream on those abs. Dennis, do you live in your mom's basement? Well, no. King Solomon from BC, BC 1000 or so had depression. It was inscribed, his symptoms, I believe. Now, depression has been here since the beginning of time. Just we're more aware of our emotions now. That's about what I assumed. I didn't know pills cured depression. I don't necessarily... Oh, I don't know. But I'm going to take my meds. I really need to take antidepressants. Well, do that. We're all depressed? No, we're not. I don't know who we is, but that's not me. Does not have depression, please? Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you on that. To be fair, I already went through a phase of that, basically. As the teenagers do. Yeah, like 14 through 16, well, 14 through 17, yeah, like I was not the happiest. Emo hair was legendary. Des, do pills really cure depression? I am not a psychiatrist or a doctor. I would say that most likely it works for some people and it doesn't work for other people, is what I would say. Yeah, for some people it works, for some people it doesn't. Des, have you ever farted in front of your siblings? I'm in my grunge era. Nice, nice. I feel as if my brain is going through muscle cramps. I'm about to get checked up on, like February 16th or so. That seems like something I should do. How do you choose what to sketch? Sometimes references. Sometimes I just know what I want to sketch already. You know what? Screw all of you. Set 50 Art of Singularity memberships. Wowie, that's a lot. That's a lot of memberships, Zanoob. That's a lot. Well, thank you for gifting people memberships, Zanoob. Huh. It's a lot. Oh, I see Froglin in there. You know, a lot of these people I don't know. Do I know you? No. I know Sentia. I know Carrot. I think I know Venture. I know Luden. Schloth. I know Jonathan. I know Base Cheese. I don't think I got one. I don't think so. Cost 99.90 euros? Huh? What about your paycheck? What about your paycheck? Your paycheck. But your paycheck, though. But paycheck. How are you gonna buy groceries now? A small price to pay for happy? That's not a small price. That's not a small price at all. Hello, Gabe Bugs. Welcome to the stream. I have very little actual expenses. Oh, well. That's... I will live with my family. Oh, well, fair enough, I suppose. Still, though. What about that game that you wanted to get? Or that book that you liked? Yeah, maybe not. What about, I don't know. Thank you very much. Zanoob. You literally just joined the stream. Hello, Anthony. And hello, Game. And I said hello to you. Can I lick your salt nap? No. Oh wait, but wait, no, hold on now. I have 137 games on Steam. I'll be fine. That's a lot. Do I get to, and none was sent to Rapdog? What is this? Yeah, it took 50. It selected 50 people. It selected 50 people from the 15,000 people. What advice would you give for pen sketching beginners? Don't take it too seriously. Basically, just think a little bit more about your lines, but also you can be loose. Like, it's okay to be messy. It's the same for normal sketching. Just like sketch loosely and freely, and it will be fine. It's not really much different. I wasn't even in the live. How did I get one? It's not the gifting the subs is not for the lives. It's for all of the subscribers. I think I failed my family. Rip. What's a membership? The membership allows you to get early access to videos sometime. Well, yeah, when I post the videos, you get early access to those. You get, sometimes I have like some exclusive sketches that like basically sometimes I have like the sketches, I just like post like sketches that I don't post anywhere else. It might be from like the streams or whatever, or other things. And that's about, oh yeah, and emojis, and that's basically it. Sketch me a T-Rex with a Gatling gun tail. Okay. And you can watch specific Dennis videos. I don't have any specific subscription videos. Wait a minute, Zanoob, you don't even have a wait. I also realized, Zanoob, you don't even have a membership. You'd think that gifting someone like a membership, that you would also like have a membership. I don't know why. I didn't even realize that. I was already in the live stream since I opened it, but took a break. Oh, nice. Yes, hello, Dan. I prefer giving than having. Fair enough. Does get famous right now or else? Oh. A T-Rex with a Gatling gun tail. That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. So what would work? I don't know. At this point, Dennis will get minimum wage just off stream donos. I suppose. That's what's the biggest thing you've stolen? A stick of glue. I stole super glue one time. That's it. Not really stole, because like it's not like I stole it from a store. Like my grandmother had super glue. I took the super glue to like, I wanted to take it home to glue my watch back together because it broke. Like I had a strap of my, I had this digital watch and the strap broke. So I was gonna like take the super glue it back, and then take it back. It was super glue that one time when I was a child. It was like this big. I stole a single Lego brick when I was 4, and I still feel bad. How do you steal an entire TV? Dennis, I'm chilling to your chat. Nice. Oh my god, other hand reveal. Oh, but this is already. But you've already seen that. Got a notification. I was gifted a sub. Wanted to pop in and say thanks, Z, for that. Yeah. Technically, I returned it, so I got off the hook on and I was young.
Well, that's fair. How do you manage to take an entire TV and like assuming this was like a couple of years ago, like assuming this, oh well, I guess you're probably not like super old, to be fair. I was gonna say, assuming like this was like years ago, like those TVs were not small, like they were like big boxes, like those were not easy to move. But no, you're talking about you're not talking about those things. You're not talking about the, what are they called? I forgot what they're called.
This it's C. It starts with a.
I can't remember what those TVs are called. An is only before a Vogel. I've never heard of a Vogel before. You mean a vowel? Yeah. Did I spell it wrong? Yeah, no, it's vowel, not Vogel. I think you said Vogel. Yeah, you said Vogel. Yeah, we call it Vogel in my country. I thought it was the same in the US. Oh no, it's vowel. That is pronounced Fogel. Oh, I see. Fogel. 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 Oh, you're talking about Fogel for the German word for bird. Oh, like fowl, like almost like fowl or foal. Is it foal? Wait. Is it not fowl but a foal? Do you spell like bowl? Like bowl. Foal. I'm hunting foal, not bowl. So it's Fogel. Like foal. Unless it is foul. But I think it's foal. Languages and such. Like the A is in a higher tone. Interesting. Hmm. In Spanish, it's vocal.
Vocal.
Tyrx with a vo is pronounced like faux, and oh, whoopsie. And G is pronounced the same as green or grow, with the L being like the G is like wait. So G is like gr, so it'd be Vogrel or Fogrel. It'd be Fogrel. Say Fogobel. Now reduce it to Fogel. Wait, did I not say Fogel? Fogel? Oh, you mean instead, yeah, so instead of like shortening it, okay, instead of giving like the accent to it, instead of like just being, yeah, instead of shortening it, you don't be lazy and you say Gel. Okay, I see. Right. Because like it's like whenever it's like to shorten like it's really vowel, like vowel, I guess, like vowel, but you just shorten to vowel. So I was just doing the same thing to Fogel, but it's Fogel. I was just shortening it, I suppose. I suppose. I guess, yeah. Makes sense. I was like, did I not say that? But no, I did. I was not saying that. So next stream, we listen to AOT OST, right? No. Dennis, if you don't mind me asking, what joy do you find in drawing? I don't know, joy. That's kind of like asking, I don't know, joy. It's like, what joy do you find in like eating food? I don't know. It's like, it's just basic joy, just like base level joy. Definitely a T-Rex. This is definitely how a T-Rex looks, I promise. Someone draw Unkin a maid outfit? Oh. Sir Dennis, I'm hungry. May I eat your art? No. Cultivated salt from your salt lamp? Absolutely not. It's only temporary, though? Now? Isn't it? The joy? All joy is temporary. Test your next stream, The Art of Randoms? I did that already. That's already a stream name. Now I was gone when 50 subs were thrown to the skies. Oh no, the 50 subs were spread out through 15,000 people, so whether you got it or not would still be it's the same. This guy goes rar rar rar, then he shoots you. And he shoots you with his tail. Thought he was making capybara, then he went, oh, a dino. Des, is English your only language? I know multiple languages, like American English, United Kingdom English, New Zealand English, Australian English, and for the cherry on top, I don't know. What's my favorite movie? How to Train Your Dragon 1. Eventually one of these streams will be called Art of Bliss. Has Dennis, the overall arching menace, ever watched Breaking Bad? I have not ever watched Breaking Bad. Art of Balls? Uncle got to the joke, to the age where he starts making those jokes. Wait, what jokes? Oh, yeah, that. I've been doing that. I was like, wait, did I make a joke? Turkish, Bulgarian, English, and German with a smidge of French and Japanese. Nice. That's the best damn T-Rex I've ever seen. Thank you. Does draw Yuta from One Punch Man, but I don't wanna. It's a lot of languages. It's a lot of languages. Gold Chip's unstoppable?
Yeah, well, the glue factory is always open. Let's see who wins. Immovable factory versus movable horse. That will be turned into glue.
Did I say poop in German? Okay, poop in German. Do your worst dad joke? I don't have any dad jokes. I draw spinal cord sword then? I don't wanna. I don't wanna do it.
I will draw a dinosaur. Best I can do. I will draw. What the heck is a spinal? I guess it just looks like this. I don't really know. I assume it's something like a spine, but it's a sword. You know, so it's like,
Or something like that. I've learned Italian, but I feel like I won't benefit it. I won't benefit me whatsoever, except using it as a flex card. Maybe. Did I draw Fubuki Big Sister? No.
turn the horse into glue. Turn the horse into glue. Turn the horse into glue. And yay.
Have I ever played Deltarune? No.
Alrighty, it's a sword and a spinal cord. I dub it the not spinal cord sword, but basically.
You see? You find him drinking away his depression at a bar and he yells, they called me spineless. They called me spineless. As he destroys the bar, then turns around and attacks you. Back from driver lessons? Holy smokes, man. Driving is fun. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh my gosh, that's the best dentist I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. He's a very chill dude, I will say. Or maybe it's a girl, I don't know. Which T-Rexes are supposed to be? Are all T-Rexes the same size, or are males bigger, or are females bigger? For whatever reason, I have a feeling that the females are bigger, but that's just my... I don't know. That's my guessing. What's that called? Is it called, like, dimorph... Like, it's like something dimorphism or something. I forget what the full name of the phenomenon is called when different genders of different animals have different, like, sizes and stuff like that.
Is it It's something dimorphism, I think. Gender dimorphism. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I thought it would have been easy for me to say gender. I was like, is it really that simple? It must be something more complicated.
But no, it really is just gender dimorphism. Would Dennis rather be guaranteed to live for 90 years of a fulfilled life or die right now? It's a hard choice, I think. But, like, I kind of want to drink water. You understand? So I'm gonna do that. That's like big woman confirmed. I like drawing.
Whatever the question you asked me, I think the answer is just going to be I like drawing.
Please draw a man, I beg you. No, sorry.
I beg you, like the beggiest beggar in all the begdom. JK.
No.
Oh, fuck. I just hit my head on my bed. It hurt. It didn't really hurt. It was fine.
I have a thick hair. My hair protects my head from all the injuries of pain and stuff. I don't like pain and stuff. I like not feeling pain and stuff, and so I don't. Am I not the inspiration of the century? I know I am. You don't have to tell me. I think I'm losing it. Okay, cool. So I just need to... Just give me 1 second. Kinda. Sorta. Doot, 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 doot. That's not the song that's playing, but I don't care.
Okay, goodbye, Brad. Have a good day. Dennis, which of your OCs would generally try to get into world politics and become president if you were to bring them into real life? Probably Noma.
If we took away Noma's powers, if we took away Noma's physical powers, then probably Noma. She'd probably just try to control everyone. or the God of Strings. Actually, the God of Strings may also become... The God of Strings will seek out all the power. Yeah, probably the God of Strings or Noma. Laxu will be too busy. Yeah, Laxu would be too busy to want to do that. She'd be too bored. She doesn't want to do that. Obviously, would not. Pathos? Maybe Pathos. No, I don't think Pathos will. Pathos? Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. So probably Noma or the Witch of Strings, yeah. Noma would be a good politician. As in, Noma would be a successful politician. As in, Noma's corrupt.
Fun fact, the T-Rex is a carnivore, but not necessarily a predator. Their bones would not withstand the force of them moving faster than 3 meters per second, so they're scavengers and ate cadavers. I see. I don't know that. Yeah, I guess. No, okay, interesting. Fair. They're pretty large, though. That makes sense, yeah. Let the pain feel the pain? No. Okay, good night. Have a good nap. Do you remember when we used to shove pin? What? I mean, yes, of course, for sure. Noma's corrupt. Yeah, she's winning the elections. Are you doing a world building for your story? Are you doing a world building or a story with your characters?
Yeah, I have I have a story / world building.
True.
That was a yawn.
Are you secretly bald? Maybe. Should be a good politician then. Most of them are correct. Exactly. Okay. Do 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 do. And what is it about? Yeah, no, don't explain me. Don't.
Essentially, the world is a giant Pokeball, and the gods are Pokemon. The world contains all the gods, and and the antagonist wants to release all the gods to reset the universe. To release all the gods, you have to crack open the planet.
Protagonist does not like that. Or rather, no, the protagonist doesn't actually get a choice in whether he has to stop. The protagonist was made. The protagonist is like a creation. So the protagonist was simply made as a device to stop the antagonist. The protagonist is a living Pokeball. Hijinks ensues is basically it.
I'm double watching you. Double watching you and Joe and Jocksai right now of these kinds of streams, small enough to chill and communicate. Oh, nice. No, Jocksai is, but fair enough. Des, will you ever do a face reveal? No, never. Unless, no, yeah. Dennis got the meanest sky top cut of all time. Trust. What the heck is a sky top cut? Dennis, which cream do you use to smoothen your bald head? Do people smoothen their head? Do people smoothen their bald head? No, he uses hair gel with thinking it's Creel's cream.
Yeah, no. I said I'll do a face reveal at 100,000K. Wait, what? That's a different number. 100,000K. Huh. Yeah, no, not that number. At 100K. That's the right one number. 100,000K is probably the wrong one. Yeah. $100,000K is ridiculous.
Actually, yeah, where is the music? Huh. Why did the music stop? You're not... what? Why'd you do that? Silly music. Why would you think you could turn off? You can't do that. You are, like, legally obligated to continue forever. Like... sorry. Rip for you, though. So, as a device, can he choose otherwise and damn the world? He can. He can. He is able to, yes. The antagonist is the lead. The antagonist, while the antagonist is like a problem, the antagonist isn't actually the real, like a... the antagonist is a threat, but not like the actual real threat. The actual real threat is probably Noma, the god of singularity. The god of singularity is probably the actual real threat, which is the god of the protagonist. Then I'd have to explain how gods work. God. Des likes to draw kawaii petite girls because he himself is a kawaii petite girl. No, don't out me like that. I am a big, buff, Russian. That was a Russian guy. Trust me. Trust me. Secretly, Dennis is just a woman using just a girl using a voice changer. Dennis used references for dinosaurs? No. Those are the cutest freaking eyes I've ever seen. Thank you. Yep, close enough. If you're Russian, what's your currency? Vodka?
All right. My story's antagonist is a robot that wants to force humanity into reclaiming the world and their former glory by tearing down their safe haven and acting as a villain for them to unite against. That's actually an interesting villain. You're an amateur baldy, you wouldn't understand? Oh, I see, I see. Dennis is... Dennis is despicable. Despicable? Despicable me? Minions? Yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of myself. Lock me away. It's over. No, what am I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I had an idea. Did I have an idea? I don't know. I was gonna draw something. What was I going to draw? Huh? Dennis, would you abandon everything you have for a better life? But if I abandon everything I have, then I wouldn't have a better life. So, no, that'd be kind of like a paradox, which... No. If you're Crazy Dennis is creeping up to us. You can't escape my question. What's your question? I thought I answered it. Destroying the world is too much effort. Why would he like to do that? The antagonist is stuck in a time loop for like millions and billions and trillions of... Basically, antagonist needs to reset the universe and allow the gods to like get back to their full power so they can stop the time loop. Otherwise, the time loop will keep happening, and the antagonist is the only person who keeps the memories. And so the antagonist is like basically... The antagonist wants to stop going through the loop. Whether the antagonist dies or not, they loop. And so they need to stop it, basically, if they want to escape the loop, is why the antagonist is doing that. The antagonist is, it's not the most effort. It's not like, I mean, it's still a lot of effort for the antagonist. Like, the antagonist must go around collecting a bunch of, basically, it's like a speedrunner trying to collect a bunch of power-ups in order to get the right combination to, like, get the right effects, I guess, to get the right, like, to collect a bunch of effects on the power. No, I was saying it better earlier. The antagonist is a speedrunner that's trying to collect a bunch of power-ups in a specific like combination that will allow them to crack open the world in the most efficient way possible, which will release all the gods and allow them to reset, like stop the time loop. Basically, he's OP as heck, but only loses because losing is his goal. He's almost always in control, but feigns the illusion of vulnerability to guide the protagonist to get stronger and better. Interesting. That's just the plot of your manga? The one that I was saying, yeah, basically. It was like an abridged version. It's a very TLDR version of it. Vladimir. My name is Vladimir, and my one and only mission is to bring honor to my family in my homeland. Fair. Where did you get your inspiration for your lore and characters? I don't know. I assume just like from everywhere, from everything that I've read, from everything that I assume it's something similar to like like how you develop an art style. It's just like a combination of all the things you like, right? That's what you gotta assume. You gotta assume it. And to me. Okay, no, seriously. I was gonna draw something. I was gonna draw something. I just... What? Okay, I give up. The villain sounds like a protagonist to me. Protagonist isn't like a hero, like not protagonist, but like the good person or something like that. Not necessarily like a villain, but more like a anti-hero or just obstacle. Agony.
I guess, yeah. So I can see that. You're going to draw a gold chip? Nope. I bet you want to draw a sketch. Now that's a fair guess. Dennis, how's the protagonist gonna beat someone who has infinite tries like Frisk?
Oh, by being basically, by all means, essentially, you just need to get instead of, well, there's two ways to do it. You first need to get a lot of power as well. The protagonist also has like an ability to, basically, like I said, the protagonist is like a walking Pokeball. So go around to people who have made deals with gods, take their powers, and then similar to the antagonist, just like get enough power to be able to rival the antagonist. But the antagonist has more skills than the protagonist. So also basically he needs strong allies and strong powers. The protagonist is made well. I will say that. The creators of the protagonist, they're not pushovers, I suppose, when it comes to their skills. And also the reason that, like, it's not like the antagonist cannot really succeed in, at least so far throughout all of the loops, the antagonist has not succeeded in their goals, because the people, like, there are just people in the world that are very powerful, and so the antagonist is working not just against the protagonist but against the world itself. So it's not like an easy job for the antagonist. Even if the protagonist didn't exist, it would still be a very hard goal. Basically, the protagonist is just the straw that breaks the camel's back to, like, actually, well, in something like that. Or not necessarily. Like, the protagonist just needs to be, like, just enough to stop the antagonist, essentially. The protagonist will never know if the antagonist has seen this already or not. True. Or so you say, or so you think, but there are ways to get information about previous loops. So
Dennis, what do you think of truth and wait, hold on. What do you think of truth with clarity but without sugarcoating? I tend to see people react with their ego rather than introspect and understand what I mean over what they want to feel.
Yeah, so people are, like, human beings are very, so, like, first of all, me personally like people to be blunt. I would rather be blunt than have to sugarcoat things or have to, like, be flowery. That's the word. Flowery with my language. It's still a bit shaky, but what I think about it, I think naturally words carry a certain weight and emotional, like, the language is infused with emotion. To use any word, even words like light and dark, things just have emotion with them in language. So when you say them to people, it inherently carries a sort of negative or positive connotation. And so talking to someone, it is very difficult if they are the type of person, like, because, like, humans are just naturally wired to, like, feel things when it comes to anything, like when it comes to art, when it comes to writing, which is also art, when it comes to, like, looking at nature, when it comes to looking at people, body language, there's so many things that people are wired to, like, take clues on and, like, feel things about, that it is very difficult, almost impossible, to actually get rid of emotional reactions to things when you're communicating between people. So what I think it's natural. Like, I'm not the type of person that I don't necessarily, like, hate the state of the world in regards to, like, how people treat each other, because it just is natural how people treat each other. Like, it's not like people are wrong for how they treat each other. People are animals and people are doing what they are supposed to do. Would I prefer to just be able to, like, just say whatever, like, just, like, state the information that I want to state without having to, like, find a better way to deliver that information? Yes. But, like, that's just not how people are, unfortunately. But, like, also, like, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It's just, it does lead to a lot of misunderstandings, but it's mostly fine. Yeah, people are creatures of feeling. Like, no matter how logical a person wants to be, at the base level, people, like, human beings are creatures of desire and, like, preference and bias. Basically, people are beings of bias. Everyone's biased. Everyone has preferences. Everyone has these, like, just feelings that are baked into them. So it's essentially impossible, especially for the majority amount of people, to escape that. And what I mean is, like, people are just like, yeah, it's naturally why that's just how people are. Is this the first time the villain has fought the protagonist? This the things that yeah, so, like, basically, the protagonist has been the reason of what happened is, essentially, there is a, like, the gods do have, like, some of the gods have an ability to retain the information, but the god's sense of time is not the same as, like, other people's sense of time. So even though the antagonist is, like, being tortured by the retries, some of the gods that do, like, have an understanding of the retries are not tortured because time just works differently for the gods. The gods are able to pass information from like, if they wanted to, pass information from the past retries to the current retry. And so the reason why the protagonist even exists right now is because, like, the world knows that, like, or not the world, but there are gods out there that do know that the universe is looping and has passed that information on, essentially. And so the current loop, it's not to say that the protagonist itself, like, it's not like all of the variables of the universe is not the same every single time it like resets, basically, in the story. This current one, like, it's always being shifted by, like, information that's, like, echoing from the past, of, like, via the gods, or some of the gods. What I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Right, yeah. So there are some things that stay constant throughout the world, and there are some things that don't. I was gonna say, even though the antagonist has come up against protagonists in the past, like, the antagonist has come up against people trying to oppose them. But this one is, like slightly different with the variables, right? Like, it's not like it's the same exact set of variables every single time. Is probably the best way to explain it. I bet the antagonist has seen this happen millions of times before. If it's like ReZero Undertale. No, it's not. Like, there's different, like, things. There's different, it's not exactly the same thing. Sugarcoating it implies you think the other person is strong enough to handle the raw truth. Sugarcoating it implies you don't think the person is strong enough to handle the entire truth. Yeah, some people are, it's not whether about they're strong enough or not. Some people just don't react in a positive light to something like truth in a raw way. Some people, when it comes to raw truth or your raw feelings, like, into, like, the way that you're just expressing things, don't react positively to it. And so sugarcoating it does tend to, like, help ease that. We all have seen the word, like, yeah, I was too busy in thought I was too busy trying to figure out the right way to say the sentence than to try to have really pleasing speech communication. It's impossible to beat a time traveler. Sans has tried millions of times. Yeah, so, like, you have to understand, it's not the antagonist's power is not to loop. There's something else going on in the world that is causing the loop. The antagonist is not a time traveler because of their own power. The antagonist is stuck in a time loop. It's not them who's creating the time loop. This is not like a Frisk situation where I have a save. I can always go back to the save of my own power. The way to beat the antagonist, the way to stop this is not to beat the antagonist and then just do nothing. The way to beat the antagonist is to stop the time loop. It's not like I was saying, it's not actually about beating the antagonist. The antagonist is not actually the real problem of the story, even though the antagonist is simply the reason why the main character exists, because the main character exists as a response to the antagonist. But the antagonist isn't actually, like, the final threat. They're just, like, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, you're thinking about it in the wrong way. The antagonist is not a time traveler because of their own power. It's not their, yeah, so. Yeah, the antagonist does not have the ability. Like if the like for instance, if the antagonist dies at the let's say at the start of a retry, the antagonist dies. The route will continue on until it gets to the reset point. There is a point in time in the universe, in the story, that time resets. And so regardless whether the antagonist lives or dies, the time will reset regardless. The reset is the problem, not the antagonist at the root. Why are people saying straight bars in the chat? But yeah. So who's the protagonist and antagonist? Howdy, by the way. Hello, Venturus. Welcome to the stream. Given infinitely many tries, the antagonist is gonna win. Hi, your art's cool. Thank you, Weird. So that's like Steins Gate a bit. Yeah, maybe more like that. Yeah, perhaps more like that. Hello, Victor. Random question, could you explain how to crosshatch correctly, like show the volume correctly? I have a video on shading, like, so crosshatching correctly and showing volume is not necessarily, like, so whenever you're crosshatching, it just comes to, like, you just want to follow the contours of the shape, right? So if your shape is curved, then having like curved crosshatching is probably what you want to do. I don't do that, by the way. I don't do correct crosshatching. I just kind of, I crosshatch in a way, like basically, if I have some sort of like sphere. Yeah, no, the antagonist doesn't like, first of all, the antagonist doesn't have necessarily infinite retries. At least, like, they do. Okay, I'm saying like a lot. It's not up to the antagonist whether time retries or not. And so because of that, something could happen in the world that actually solves the retry problem. So like the resetting problem. It's not necessarily, yeah, like I was saying, it's not born of the antagonist, the retrying. The entire world, it's like the only thing that separates the antagonist from the rest of the world is the antagonist tends to just keep the memories. But the entire world is changing. It's just the benefit is simply knowledge. The antagonist has more knowledge and more skills and more time to prepare. Reminds me of is it Fury? I never knew how to say that name of the game. Is it because it looks like Fury? Like you want to say Fury, or at least I want to say Fury, because that's the name closest to that name of the game. Is it Fury or? In that game, you're an alien warrior that's come to a planet that's been captured. The game is a boss rush. Yeah, I played that game. I played that game before. We have to beat jailer after jailer. If you fail, they put you back in your cell and you restart. And why to stop the time loop? The antagonist is tired of living the same thing. The antagonist is tired of living and then having all the progress reset. Whether the antagonist lives a good life, a bad life, or whatever life, the antagonist must reset back to a certain point. Which is like not fun. This is the most dense I've been busy talking. Anytime I have to talk about lore, it always becomes like that. Which is why I try to stay clear of talking about lore, because it just takes it like I start talking. Hello, Mila. Ayo, what's really good? Let me see. Everything's good. How's your day going, Milo? Some of the jailers comment on how often you've tried to beat them. Some try to negotiate with you for another ending. Does time travel is always so confusing? It's not really, I mean, it is time travel, but it's not like time, it's not exactly like time travel. I mean, it is, I don't think it's not as confusing as Steins Gate. Like really what it is like if we just have a number line, or not even a number line, if we have like point A and point B, and basically there's a point in time that is the start of the loop. There's this point, which is the reset point, and so every time reaches to this point, it goes back. So it's not actually really confusing. It's not like Steins Gate where like it's like a bunch of world lines or whatever, and they all like branch off or whatever however they explained it. It's not like this, and then you're like jumping between points and points and points. It's just like it's a very simple. You're here, you get here, you go back, is how it works. So it's not like time. It's not like you're jumping between different like points in time or anything. It's just looping. Like you wouldn't call like ReZero time loop complicated or confusing, because it's not like time. Like it is kind of time travel, but it's not like the same thing. Hyrule passing my by. Oh, Hyrule passing me by. I can't play copyrighted music. But hello, Chibi Mentor. How's your day going? The antagonist basically wants to find the reason why. The antagonist wants to release all the gods to stop it. Not even to find the reason why it happens. If the gods are released, then the gods will have full control over the universe and will be able to like. The gods will not want the time loop to happen, and so they'll probably just stop it. Is the antagonist's reasoning. The antagonist has not been able to figure out why the time loop is happening. Fury fits, yeah. Winning and losing doesn't matter, only the antagonist knows that. This Hello, Skullbones, welcome to the stream. If the antagonist dies, does the world restart? No. The world restarts regardless if the antagonist dies or not. Immortality only has two destinations. Only has one destination. Insanity. This, I love hearing lore, so if you ever want to type it up or record it, I would love it. If it doesn't interrupt art stream, you know, fair. I enjoy hearing lore because it's fun to hear other thought process. So it is a time traveler. So it is time traveler one of your characters, or is this a game? Yeah, no, it's one of my characters. It's not. The character is not necessarily a time traveler. It's just everything is time traveling, if you want to consider it that. Everything is in a time loop. It's just one person or there's a couple people no, not really a couple people. There's gods, and then there's one actual real character, like character that has the memories. You can call super yeah. P2 of P1. For she will make P1 like P2. So the antagonist is basically like Kara and Flowey combined with literally every divergent roots of ReZero. I would say more like Flowey than, because Flowey does Flowey cause the reset? Yeah, it's something like that. You can think of it almost like Subaru, but all kind of like Flowey. Sort of, yeah, basically, yeah, you had it basically right, yeah. What if the time loop is stopped? What would the next goal then? Oh no, the antagonist is done. The antagonist doesn't want to do it. The antagonist simply wants to stop doing the same thing. Because the antagonist cannot die, because if the antagonist dies, they will just go back. Like as in, no, when the antagonist dies, when the universe resets, the antagonist comes back to life. So death doesn't do anything. The antagonist doesn't have a hope. The antagonist doesn't have a plan for the future, because the antagonist doesn't have a future past the loop. So there just is no plan yet. Essentially. It's like, we'll get there when we get there. Todd says, Todd says that it all returns nothing being lack of anything, but for antagonists, nothing is nothing new. Nothing is nothing new. Yeah, kind of. I think too many people are spoiled by how many great NSFW artists there are. Furries need to chill out sometimes. Huh? Hello, Danger Shadow Gamer. Oh, so he just wants all of it to end? Yeah, basically. It's like it's essentially it's like the same thing that happens like Poop was saying. It's like the same thing that happens with like immortal characters. They're like, I just want to stop. Can I just not? Can we not do this anymore? I think the antagonist has a better life than an immortal character in a sense, because at least the antagonist gets to live in like a not terrible, like the world isn't the worst place to live in, But an immortal person will eventually just live in a world full of nothing but like empty blackness, which doesn't sound like the best life. So at least the antagonist has like other people around infinitely because because you know.
I honestly think the antagonist, instead of deciding to try and get power of the gods and to destroy the loop, should just sleep for eternity. That would basically work, would it not?
No. Because
Sleep for it.
sleep for an eternity? But to sleep for an eternity, like you're still existing. That doesn't solve really any problem. It just kind of keeps you in this. That doesn't like you don't end the game by doing that. You just pause the game forever.
Well, it's quite simple, even though I don't really know much of the lore.
Yeah, no, the antagonist goals is not like unnecessary. It's not super simple.
Like I was saying, the antagonist is not actually like the antagonist is not the actual final threat of the story. Like, okay, yeah, I'm calling the antagonist because I'm just thinking about it as like the protagonist of the protagonist. The antagonist opposes the antagonist in a sort of way. In the story, the antagonist is simply the reason why the protagonist is like created in the first place. Past the antagonist, there's other characters that are actually a problem.
The antagonist can do whatever he wants if time loops.
I mean, well, the antagonist can do whatever the antagonist wants, given they don't like get into like any trouble with any other character. Yeah.
Just decide you hate life, decides to ignore life by sleeping forever. That's better than living at this point. I mean, she kind of still are. But most likely, she'd instantly try to commit suicide.
Huh.
Wait, who? I don't think I'm following. Oh, sorry. As soon as they see art that's not up to professional standards, they'll just litter it with harsh criticism and say AI does better hands.
Yeah, but that's just people in general. Like people are just yeah. I mean,
That's people. I don't think people are necessarily like maybe people are spoiled, but I think that's just like people are just people. People say a bunch of stuff.
Then the antagonist is basically God at this point. No.
I think the antagonist is
neither all powerful nor all knowing.
the antagonist cannot do.
The antagonist does have like without the protagonist, there are other people in the world that are strong enough to oppose the antagonist. The reason the antagonist cannot just have free reign is because the antagonist has to work through the game and like it's essentially like the antagonist is essentially playing Dark Souls. So imagine you're playing Dark Souls. Imagine you're playing Dark Souls, Elden Ring, and Bloodborne, and all of like the sequels of Dark Souls and stuff like that. You play all the games through, like all the way, and you have to beat every boss without getting like like you have to beat every boss without dying, because if you die, you have to go back to the start of the first game and you have to like go through all of those games without dying. And that's how you win the game. But instead of like the normal Dark Souls bosses, you have bosses that are almost unbeatable. you have bosses that are basically invulnerable, bosses that have like an infinite attack range, bosses that can warp space-time. Or no, well, warp space, not space. I mean, same thing, right? But you know what I'm saying, right?
like the antagonist doesn't have an easy win.
I'm going to go back to drawing now.
Is that a tank? Yes, it is. So what is the threat? The threat is the god of singularity. This one, she's the threat. This little goober, she's the real threat. Dennis Yapper confirmed? Huh? Always has been. I prefer the idea of my own lore, to be limited to time span of modern history because I have more structure to build on in my head. But I love how extrapolate your lore is.
The reason I'm explaining very vaguely because I don't want to get into the weeds. It's way easier for me to just explain the very basic premise without getting into characterization, without getting into all the like intricate details of. I'm very much trying to keep this brief so I can get back to drawing.
Is that Noma? Yes, it's Noma. He's like a god without power of a god. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the actual real threat is the god of singularity. The intricacy is sweet. The drawings at home. The intricacy is sweet. So the antagonist is the main character. The protagonist was made to contain the antagonist in a loop. The protagonist. Wait, huh? No, because like the main character, like if the story was following the story was following the antagonist, then the antagonist would be the protagonist, and the protagonist would be the end. The protagonist is just whoever you're following. The antagonist is whoever's opposing the protagonist. If you're trying to say like hero or villain, technically, as far as the world's concerned, as far as the actual world is concerned, the antagonist is a villain because the antagonist is trying to like crack open the world and release a bunch of gods. As far as the antagonist is concerned, the world is like a prison and a cage that is like not able to be escaped unless you like basically the antagonist is stuck in a video game that's looping, and the only way to get out of the video game is to beat the video game. But if you beat the video game ends, and people who live in the video game don't want the video game to end. And they don't even know about the loops, right? So the loops are not a bad thing the loops are only a bad thing for the antagonist, basically. So are you making a story or just creating OCs? I mean, I have a story if I want to make a mango. If I want to make a mango, I have a story, but also, no Dennis face reveal needed. Look at your art. Look at your art of who else. Hold on. Also, look at your art of who I assume is you telling Noma. Yeah, no, he'll wear glasses. No, that's the actual protagonist. The protagonist is how gods work in the universe, basically. If you think of like Chainsaw Man, you know how like the devils are like made out of the concepts that are feared? Gods are just made out of concepts in general. So like the concept of water, concept of blah, whatever. The protagonist was created to fight was created to like oppose the antagonist. The protagonist is able to basically the protagonist's entire purpose is to collect a bunch of gods into one spot. And by if you think about like a single spot, it becomes a singularity. And so when a concept becomes tangible enough and like real enough, it births a god. She is the god of singularity, which is the god of the protagonist. The god of singularity is actually the god of singularity essentially just becomes the actual antagonist, basically. But the god of singularity and the singularity don't necessarily have a negative relationship. Like they can exist in the same spot without like trying to kill each other. It's just that they don't have the same goals. I say that all to say that that's yeah, anyways. Noma is blending my brain cell. Rip. Cool, a god. I'm grabbing her by the yondu and tossing her. What the yondu? Silly AF. I've been taking every criticism I got, and it hurt my self-esteem a lot. I mean a lot. That would make sense. Yeah, I mean you have to have some amount of having some amount of discernment between what criticism you take and what criticism you don't. Yeah, I think it's very worth it to just sometimes do art just for fun without caring about criticism or even putting it out there for criticism in the first place. If you can't if you don't want criticism, then just not putting out like the art into like a space where it will get criticism, because essentially unless you're a person who just is okay with just like if you could just brush things off, then that's good for you. But if you are a person who takes criticism personally or something like that, then just not putting it out there would be the best way to do it, essentially. Which is unfortunate because sometimes I understand the plight of artists who want their art to be seen but also don't want to be criticized, but it kind of comes with the territory that if your art is seen, especially in a very public place by a lot of people, then it will just get criticized. Ink Kits. Hello, Faddle, by the way. How's your day going? Maybe protagonist will help the antagonist with a way out. The protagonist is actually the protagonist doesn't actually hate the antagonist. Neither does the antagonist doesn't actually hate the protagonist. In fact, at the addition of the protagonist, the antagonist does feel like it's more basically the protagonist is a little bit more exciting. Like it adds a layer of excitement for the antagonist in the first place. So yeah, I don't think that they're necessarily like completely hostile to each other. Hello, L Invisible. You're doing good. Oh, that's good. Got that. Did I drink water, please? I have. Still a reminder that we should all recollect that the yapping was productive and that not drawing the entire time was productive per se. Something like that. Yeah, but how have you been describing this? Like the antagonist is the focus? No, I'm only no, like I'm describing the antagonist because people were asking about the antagonist. I think people were asking about the antagonist. At least the antagonist is the antagonist is simply the driving force behind why the protagonist like exists in the first place. And so the antagonist is a very important character, which is why I was explaining it basically. Noma's blending my veins. Hello, Kirill. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? Honestly, hold on. Honestly, if I had either Subaru or the antagonist power, I would just live in the world like a video game and go crazy. The antagonist doesn't... Well, yes, okay. Fair enough. I learned that the hard way on the E6221 server. Fair. Head hurts. I think the pens have paid off. Oh, have paid off one of Dennis's OCs. Oh, no. You draw with left hand, or is the camera... No, I'm just holding this. I was just doing this. I'm not actually drawing. Is Noma eating your vanilla and strawberry cake? No. When you started your first live, how'd you feel? How'd it go? I don't know. I felt normal. I didn't really feel any different. How'd it go? It went pretty well. You can watch it. If you just like go all the way back, you can see it. What would you do with the antagonist power? I'd probably end up in a similar situation probably to the antagonist. Although the antagonist is like if the antagonist went up, I think with enough tries, the antagonist could probably just the antagonist probably could just I think the antagonist does have a way out without killing everyone. But there is a way out for the antagonist without killing everyone. It's just a harder way to do it. Or rather, it would just be very difficult. So I'd probably try to work towards the pacifist, or not pacifist, but the more peaceful option of not killing the entire planet. Sounds like you have your story all figured out, for the most part. At least, yeah. For the most part, the important bits. But maybe a little bit of tension between them may help the story develop. Maybe the antagonist will break moral barriers to win the unwinnable. Oh, the antagonist. Oh yeah, the antagonist has no morals. Break moral there's no morals for the antagonist. Tension? I mean, of course they have tension. Like, they certainly do have tension. As in, like, they're definitely on opposing sides. It's just not, they don't hate each other, right? It's not like, yeah. It's just that they don't hate each other. But for whether they have, like, tension, yeah, no, of course. It's like two people with opposing ideals. It's all good fun if you're just debating with someone that has opposing ideals. But when there's two people that's trying to shape the world, and both of them have different ideals, there's tension created. Because these two things cannot exist in the same world. And so either a compromise needs to happen or one of them needs to be destroyed. Is how it works. I've actually done a drawing of Subaru Impreza. Of a Subaru Impreza. Oh, the car. It's a car, I assume. You're talking about a car. Last thing I've seen drawn is the Hatch Disco Ball. Yes, it's been a while. Sounds... Oh, yeah. Right. but I want to focus on school. Okay, goodbye. I recently done it. Yep, read that. Soon, when you see death too many times, it loses all meaning. Fair. No morals. That sounds like me. Definitely in Minecraft. Okay. Okay, gotta go. Okay, goodbye, Kirill. Yeah, the car, I would assume. Also, hello, Nathan. Did I say hello to you, Nathan? I don't know.
Okay, back to drawing. What was I drawing? I don't know. I don't think this is the way I wanted to draw this eye, but I ended up drawing it this way anyways. And yeah, and like I was saying, as much as I'm yapping about the antagonist isn't actually, like, the antagonist is a focus. The antagonist is not all the story is, like, based on. It's not. The antagonist only, like, appears sometimes. The world is really, like, the world that the story is set in is really large, and the antagonist, while the antagonist does have the ability to travel, or the antagonist has methods to travel a lot, or like in different places. Both of both the protagonist and the antagonist has the ability to, like, travel a lot. It's not like they're at the same place every time. The protagonist does not know where the antagonist is at all times, for sure. And the antagonist actually doesn't necessarily even need to fight the antagonist. The antagonist cannot even kill the protagonist outright. The antagonist has, yeah, there's a lot of, it's more complex than I was saying, and it's not as easy to win for the antagonist as it may have first seemed. Question for, no, not talking to me. But yeah, new member, yeah, there's a lot of Zenoob donated 50 memberships all around, so yeah. I work on my own story too that follows a character named Nico that was born in hell. Oh, interesting. Well, I hope your story goes well. Writing stories is fun, I assume. Are you planning to turn into a book or something, or like a comic? I don't really care about this. Why draw a dog? Why does it feel like a boss fight started when you said that? I said what? Using macroing the smile emoji. I think I got rate limited. Referring to Savvy. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Dark Soul 3 OST begins. Why'd I give this dog eyelashes? Because it's a fabulous dog, is why. I'm making a story about a guy who's gonna go through hell. Oh, I see. Dante's Inferno. True. It's drooling. As dogs do. What if I give it like a really, just make it really bushy? How do dogs? I don't know. That's the scariest dog I've seen. Well, that's rude to this dog. It's a very beautiful dog. Kind of reminds me of Smile Dog almost, if you know what Smile Dog is. Anyone remember Smile Dog? Anyone remember Jeff the Killer? Eilish Jack? Everyone knows Slenderman, of course. What about the owl one? The owl creepypasta? The one that, like, steals people's tongues. What about that? Is the Crooked Man a creepypasta? I wonder. It has long mascara? Yes. Oh, it's almost been 4 hours. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna end the stream. I gotta end the stream. I have stuff to do. I played Slender Elementary back in the day. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got my butt handed to me last night at work. That's unfortunate. Like, by your work or by someone at your work? That's not good. Yeah, I have to go. Well, I was planning on finishing this page, but I guess I will not today. But yes, thank you guys for coming to the stream and have a good day. Yes, goodbye, guys. That dog has a waterfall flowing down his tongue, as dogs do. Most dogs don't, but well, you know, a lot of dogs don't, but there are some. There are some. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Goodbye.